Welcome back to the Cosmic Kickback, everybody. We've been sitting here for the past hour and a half trying to get this set up.
Hour and a half.
We just kind of been dicking around.
Fuck shit, that's like a fraction of
Dude, we started recording at 12 and now it's 2.
Yeah, we're a little rusty. We've been finishing up our classes in quarantine.
Yeah.
Our Zoom classes. And we're on finals week right now. So this is our first time recording in like what, 2.5, 3 weeks.
Jesus Christ, for real?
Yeah.
I mean like just 2 weeks.
Something like
2
that.
Weeks.
We came back and did like an episode or two. We were gonna try to do it throughout, but I'm not gonna lie, the classes and the sleep schedule kind of fucked me over.
Dude,
I don't know
yeah.
about you. I think actually you got fucked too.
I've stayed up for
I don't know about our guests.
like 32 hours once.
Oh my god. But
I remember that.
we're gonna talk about a couple things today. We got pretty much stuff we've done while in quarantine, like things to watch, things to do, you know. Maybe a couple other things as well.
We have our
guests on our welcome back episode.
Hey guys.
We got on the far left, someone who was supposed to never come back, but
You're shadow banned by us.
they somehow returned.
Banish me to the shadow realm.
Got Jaden, and then a frequent guest on the show. We got Christian right here.
Am I that frequent?
He's frequent,
I'm
right?
probably
Yeah.
just as frequent as he is.
You got kicked off for a while though.
Yeah, but
Fuck
I
you.
mean,
Fell off.
we gotta count how many episodes.
Bro, the
gotta
fans
fall
hated
off,
you,
bro.
bro. In the comments, people be like, dude, thank God that guy's off.
I mean, I was.
This show's such more enjoyable now.
They asked for Christian to return.
To
They
be
did
honest-
not ask for Jaden.
I was a main character in season 1. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, I got side charactered, but
The seasons now?
it's like,
I made a freaking like cosmic compilation. Like you're in half of the fucking videos.
Yeah.
You just say the dumbest shit.
well, it's,
In
And
a
you can just
good
see him
way.
making random faces sometimes too.
Yeah, yeah, dude. There's one clip where I just zoom in on your face in the back, and you're just like, you just look like you're geeking.
I'm just like tweaking the fucking podcast.
Oh my god.
So,
I'm excited though, dude. I've been wanting to record. I've just been like doing homework, sleeping, and
I know.
video games. It's been like a really boring routine.
I know, because every week you'll text me, you'll be like, hey, tomorrow we're gonna do the podcast episode, and I'll be like, okay, bet,
Yeah.
I'll be on there.
My goal's been going to shit.
And then, yeah, and no shit, Sherlock. And what would happen is, I would like wake up the next morning, I'll text Nick, and like, nah, it's off.
Dude, you'll try to FaceTime me every day, which I get is nice, but I'm just like,
Yeah, no, because you text me, and I'm like, okay, that means I FaceTime him. It's like what I'm used to. I FaceTime Jaden randomly sometimes.
it's like
Well-
taking a shit. Like, what up?
I always FaceTime
We in
him
the
when I'm on the
house.
shitter.
We dookie. I was slanging dookie, bro. That video you
That
showed me.
video.
Oh my god, dude.
So what y'all been doing to like just keep with the boredom? Because I've been I mean, I haven't been bored, but I was at the very beginning. I've been what?
I thought you were gonna say I've been fucking.
No.
I just heard you like I've been fuck.
I've been fucking.
Bro, I need to keep that 6 feet distance. So I just be having a wank every night.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of wanking, Nick, we haven't had an update in quite a while. How's that? The weekly Nick Nut update. I remember last time, a couple weeks back, we were like on. You started off strong, had about a weekend, then you fell off a bit, reset it, 3 day streak. Now, where are you at?
I'm 2 days in.
2 days.
Reset again?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's hard, man.
Are you
Listen,
still trying, or is it more like I don't give a shit anymore?
No, I'm trying again now because like
Damn.
I've been doing a lot of research and they're saying like when you abstain from masturbation, like your testosterone levels go up, and that like helps with like
It's true.
your productivity and creativity. And
Probably also helps with your sperm count if you ever want to reproduce.
well, yeah,
You're just dropping it out every single day.
Well, I thought that
throwing
like
it in the trash.
That's crazy.
I thought your sperm count like stays up, or you stay reproducing sperm every day till the day you die.
You do, but if you're just constantly busting, like you're gonna lower your count in terms of like.
Your reserves.
Yeah, I mean you never run out. Guys never
Yeah,
run out. Their whole
Like
lives-
just imagine like it's a dam, and when you bust enough, dude, just
Yeah, I know. No shit.
Yeah.
stop no shitting me, bro.
It's like
I'm just trying to
imagine-
educate you.
Imagine you're emptying the dam.
I think
and then
everybody's
it
like,
starts
wait.
refilling, but then you empty it again, and it starts refilling. Empty it again, and it's just like, okay, I'm not letting that get back up to full capacity.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the what's it called? The Edwards Aquifer.
Yeah.
So you could look at that as like God wanking, and
All
basically,
right. Careful now.
All right. For those of you listening, Edwards Aquifer is like our city is on top of a aquifer where we get all of our water from. All the rainwater falls down into a little aquifer.
It's like self-cleaning too. The
Yeah,
limestone cleans it.
It is pretty cool.
chill. We got some bugs in there, little amphibians. You know, Jane, you're scared of amphibians. So how does it
hate
feel
amphibians,
every
bro.
time you drink
Really?
water, you're
I
drinking?
hate amphibians.
Every time you drink water from our aquifer, you're getting a little
Actually,
bit
I wouldn't say scared, but I just
a little bit of amphibian.
Which
If I held them
I
in
don't
front
think
of you,
about it
would you
that
be
way.
like,
Wait, which amphibians scare you the most?
I want to say I'm scared. I just hate them.
Like,
Bro.
All right,
turtles?
So if I pulled out a giant bullfrog and I was just tossed it at
bro,
you,
I'm out, dog. Those things are gross.
Nick
dude.
used to
They're,
carry
like all
them.
slimy and just.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
He used to pick them up in his hands. He'd be like, "Look, he got a fat one."
Them
one
droids
time."
are fucking huge. They're like this big, bro.
Yeah, no, he picked one up and he put it
Yeah,
in
you're
his house.
safe with me, bro. I
An
used to
African bullfrog. He picked up an
unknowingly-
African
No,
bullfrog.
not
from
an
North
African
America.
bullfrog. Just a regular bullfrog. It was just this fat frog, and then he like had it in his room, and when he let it go, it died.
Yeah, my dad backed over with the car.
oh my god!
They came outside one day and like where his car's parked, like
He
drove off to work and you just see a freaking like smashed like frog
fucking
exoskeleton.
pancake.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that sucks.
That's crazy.
All right, Nick. Well, what do you
Tough
want to
life.
do first in this episode? Because we have a couple things planned.
Well, I'm thirsty, so
Oh yeah,
good.
I'm kind of parched too, and I also need a lot of energy because I'm running on 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I slept like 4 hours.
Oh, what's this?
It's a gift for you.
I think it's for Nick.
Sweet.
What is this?
Oh, it looks like no one's opened it. It's just a package.
It's brand new. Did this just show up? It was already open. What the hell?
Oh shit, dude, it's G Fuel.
Oh my god!
You pass that down for everyone to
Look at that. The top is already opened up.
They just
Dude,
tested
you
it.
order
be-
this-
they
you order
tested
this
it before they
pre-open,
gave
bro?
it to me.
I want my G Fuel pre-open.
You ordered the used version.
That's a common flavor, but we actually, like a week ago, I ordered the new bubblegum flavor.
This is the
It's
new
a little
flavor just dropped.
Starter pack. Oh, it's got a sticker, dude. Fuck yeah.
It's got a sticker.
And the
fuck
flavor, yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna try this. Would you like to try some, Christian?
I love to try some.
You mind if I grab a scoop?
You can try that one, yeah.
All right,
There should
anyone
be a scoop in
listening,
there.
if
How
you
much
wanna,
water
If
is
you
this?
want to head over to the YouTube channel at YouTube at Cosmic Kickback, we're doing an opening box review of the new bubblegum G Fuel flavor right now. Hashtag fuel yourself.
Good Gatorade ad. Let me hold this up to the camera just so y'all can see.
Yeah, so head over to YouTube if you want to see that. If not, you can just listen and hear our thoughts on it right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice pink looking box.
No, just give me dry. I want
Dude,
dry.
honestly, bubblegum was my flavor.
Rick, how
my
much-
favorite,
How much water goes with each scoop?
16.
16 to 8 ounces.
Jen, that's a full scoop, bro. You're supposed to do it up to the other line. That's too much.
Oh my bad, bro.
It's like to the first line,
That's-
not that top thing, you know.
I'm a G.
Dude, when you put a little too much, it's a little too sweet.
I'm
for
a
my
G
taste.
Fuel virgin.
Dude,
G
hell
Fuel
yeah.
Virgin.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me
Ooh.
get some water, bro.
That cup
You
actually.
can
looks
check
pretty
out the
clean.
stuff.
Nah, I'm just gonna take it dry, bro.
You're gonna.
Yeah,
put it in
you can snort it.
That's
Oh,
that's
that-
the
that
best.
sticker looks.
Don't
cool.
tell them
Yeah, I'll
that.
put that on my.
That's
Don't
like-
tell them.
That was a
Because
joke.
people are gonna actually believe.
yeah, people will, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm honestly
G
like,
Fuel to go.
try it.
The snorting it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it right now. And if,
G Fuel is not held responsible for that. Neither are we. But you can consume this how you want. If you buy it, it's your product. Do what you like.
You
But-
put it on your gums, you know. Put it up your butt.
why would anybody do that? No, I mean you
You
can.
I mean, it's the-
you can do that.
Burn it on the iron spoon and then just inject it in your veins.
It's
Okay.
it's the body's second.
He's like, I'm the scientist.
It's the body's second mouth.
You know what?
It's there for a reason.
I got an idea. How about I
Oh, dude,
snort
I
it,
really like
and
this
if
one.
I turn out okay,
It's good, right?
It tastes like a watermelon
y'all
icebreaker.
can snort it as well.
Yeah.
This shit's actually pretty good, dog.
How much water you want? Like 14 ounces?
I'll do like 15. Por favor. We got Nick heading over to enter the water into the stream.
But that shit's good, dude.
Yeah, no.
It,
that
tastes,
is-
it tastes like a watermelon icebreaker.
Let me see.
Jaden's trying Dub Melon Mint right now for those of you listening. I'm holding the bubblegum flavor right here. If you want to check it out, head over to gfuel.com. These are on sale right now. Not sure if there's any collector's boxes left like we have, but you can definitely get the
Shit, stupid.
You're fucking it up.
you definitely get the what are these called?
Okay. No. Oh, the fuck
The tubs. You can get
Tubs.
the tubs, yeah.
shit. Okay.
It
Now
tastes pretty good by itself.
Oh, are you gonna taste it
through the nose, yes. Like,
wait, you're gonna snort it?
I thought that was.
I don't think this is something you'd want to promote on the internet.
I
dog.
thought this is what we were gonna do.
I don't think anybody even mentioned that besides you.
No, I didn't mention it. Nick mentioned it. Talked about putting it on a spoon and fucking shoving it up your arm. Okay. So,
So let's just be responsible.
in order to test, the product quality,
Normally, I don't keep boxes for stuff, but this is pretty cool.
it is a cool looking box.
Are all the flavors like
We got
this
some
good?
stickers.
Yeah, there are a lot of them are
Yeah.
really good. I think all the flavors are bangers. I don't think I've tasted a subpar flavor from them yet.
Have you ever had one where you were just like, oh, this one's shit?
I don't think so. And to be all honest, dude, They all have something good.
Didn't you? You got a
Dude,
coffee one, right?
And you can mix flavors. You can
Coffee
make
one is
freaking.
very good. I don't
Bubblegum
like coffee,
watermelon?
but I did like the flavor of it.
It came as a powder.
Dude, yes, look, it's in the
Yes.
shot.
Did it turn your shit brown or something?
It's a French vanilla coffee flavor, so it's like a light brown.
Okay.
Are you squirting it? All right, so Christian has a.
I have a sample right here.
He has a line of Dub Melon Mint in his hand, and he's about to snort it, I believe. Oh, he just he's
If you don't snort it, at least put it up your butt.
he's rubbing it on his gums.
Oh, you want me to actually snort it? Okay. Don't try this at home, but
Wait,
if
wait.
I turn out okay, then, I mean, I guess you can try it at home. I don't know.
Oh my god.
God damn, bro, you full sent that. Dude.
This
You
taste,
get so much.
what does it taste like?
So.
Does it taste it, or is it just like a...
Dude, the energy should go straight to your head now. Like, you just snorted caffeine practically.
Holy shit.
Is that what's in here? Caffeine?
Mom, I love you.
There's I think about 150 or 150.
Dude, that's the best thing that's ever
milligrams of
happened,
caffeine.
bro.
What?
That's the best thing that's ever happened. It smells pretty mild.
Jesus
The flavor is a bit
Christ.
stronger.
The bubblegum one
Okay.
smells like what are those like pink gums you get that are rolled up?
Oh, what is that? Bubble double or something like
I
that?
forget what it's
Hubba
called. You
Bubba?
know the rolled up one?
Oh, yeah, Hubba Bubba.
That's
Roll
what it
Bubba.
smells like.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it does.
Man, it feels like watermelon.
He's like,
Imagine putting your gum in there.
Nick's putting the special to-go scooper to get his scoop of bubblegum fuel.
So how much is G Fuel?
Feels
So
this
like
much.
Nick, that whole package that you got, how much
Looks
was
good.
that?
so normally the tubs are 40.
Not
So
a
I got
35.
or 35, and then the starter kit was 40 because of the sale, and then I got extra 20% off. That's it. It all
Wait,
was
so
like
you mean to tell me a single one of these is $40?
35.
35.
35
And it's
bucks?
40 servings.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
40 drinks. Or you can get
A
a
do-
starter pack for like $15,
Was
something like that.
Like $1.25 for a drink.
The starter packs are pretty good, and then if you really like them, you can start like mix and matching up flavors.
Didn't you get one of those big ass jugs, Josh, of G Fuel?
Oh yeah, he got the
Yeah,
freaking Doom Eternal one.
Oh, the Doom, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got like Nemesis.
Alright, we're
tea or
shaking
some
it up.
shit like that.
And you can only get these online or what?
Yeah, they're gonna start selling them in cans in stores, which would honestly be so much more convenient.
Yeah, it would, really.
Cause I hate waiting for packages. I mean, I kind of like waiting for it, but like,
And I hate
I
assembling.
just want that shit now.
Plus, I feel like they do a better job
Ooh,
of
that smells good.
assembling it than
Yeah.
we could, you know? Because we're kind of just putting
You
it
know,
in and
waterfall if you
shaking it.
want.
So if you were to like compare it to like a Bang, like in terms
There's
of like,
less caffeine, but I just think it's a
Well,
bit
the
more
G-
healthier.
The G Fuel cans have actually just as much caffeine as the Bang cans. The mixing powder, it has less.
What?
I just want to see the can.
Oh yeah.
He's putting his hand out like a baby, not saying what he
Sorry.
wants. What do you want?
I was pointing at
Son,
it. I
what
was
you
like, yo,
want?
let me see. Stupid.
Okay, shake it up. Dude, chill.
Dude, I've been waiting for this, dude. I waited for you
You're
yesterday.
hyped.
Bro, the powder itself tastes good by itself.
Yeah, but a lot of the powders are very good by themselves. Did you taste it?
No.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Nick and I are about to take the first sip of bubblegum G Fuel. Alright, let's go.
Clink.
Which one do you put in here?
Watermelon, man.
Dude, it tastes like bubblegum. That's so weird.
What do you think it was? It's pretty sweet, like when you first taste it, and then the aftertaste is
It's a
bubblegum.
little pungent.
Yeah, at first I was like, wow, this is really sweet. This is one of their
That-
sweetest flavors, actually, I can tell.
I'm screwed off, so I'm not.
It's a little like tangy, and then the
Put the lips
after.
on this joint?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll screw the cap. You know, Corona.
Dude.
It's
Just
like
water.
You
for-
never know, man. You never know.
Dude, just
Nick did,
I am.
Nick
Dude, you're
did
gonna
go to
s-
New York.
That was a fucking 2
a
months
month ago, 2 months ago.
He like has it in his system. I feel like
Yeah.
that one time we got the fever, both of us probably did have corona.
That's so.
We shared
it's-
chili
it
together.
tastes
Oh, no, we
actually
shared gamer subs.
just like the bubble gum. Like the when you chew bubble gum.
And I think
Dude,
the
I had
actual
big-
bubble gum is more sweet.
I had Big League
Actual-
Chew the other night.
Yeah.
I was trying to like,
Big
work
League
my
Chew.
palate.
That stuff is really good.
yeah. It's a little bit. It's a little bit kind of like sour bubble gum.
Imagine
Yeah.
taking like Big League Chew and just like throwing like a pinch full of that powder.
It's already like
So it's
powdery
like G Fuel
shit.
gum, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That doesn't sound.
Well,
too
I
good.
liked it. It's a little,
I mean,
little tangy when you first taste, and the aftertaste is bubble gummy.
I really like
Wow.
this one. I know I said this, but if you ever had like the watermelon icebreakers, this is what this tastes like.
that one's really good. I mean,
I really
Wow.
like that one.
Damn.
yeah, It's really good, but it doesn't go down the nose too easy.
Next episode we'll have
if you're professional.
we'll have the
Gotta be a
ass
professional snorter.
we'll have the ass chug G Fuel
Butt chug.
butt chug. Didn't Steve-O do that?
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
god,
with beer.
dude.
It was on Jackass.
We could have a whole
Fucking
episode just
And then
watching
they like took a
Jackass
plunger
clips.
to his ass.
Oh, yeah,
to,
and
like,
they
get it
pulled-
all out.
Dude,
It
oh
was really
god.
bad, dude, yeah.
Then they started shoving other shit up his ass just for fun.
And then,
Oh,
I think after the third one, they
Steve-O
stopped because
gay?
one of the guys
No.
died.
No, like, is it gay to put his shit up his ass?
No, he put bottle rocket up there. Remember?
Man.
It like burned. It cinched off all his gooch hair.
Oh my god.
Something's wrong with Steve-O, bro.
Bro, he put a hook in his mouth and then jumped in the river full of sharks.
Oh, I saw that one.
That's a good
yeah,
flavor. I
yeah.
like it.
That was
fuck
pretty
with it.
cool. He
Was
kicked
that,
the
was
shark
that
in
2
the
or
head.
3?
That's 2.
Okay.
My favorite. What's your favorite Jackass?
Probably 3.
Dude, I like when they freaking got on that.
I like the opening for 3.
They got on that giant freaking rocket and shot it into a lake.
That one was.
Bro,
That
freaking
one was funny.
dude.
He almost died. Remember?
Dude, yeah, it misfired and it almost blew
Have
up.
you seen the one that what was it called? It's called duck hunting? Where they launched the little dude in the air and they're like paintball shooting him.
That was funny.
Or there's the one when
Duck.
freaking that giant they're on the freaking Navy ship and they like make them walk the plank. You know what I'm talking about?
That might have been the second one.
Dude, and they just are dude, it's
You
literally
seen
like a
any
freaking like
Jackasses?
I've seen
50
clips,
foot
I never
drop.
watched the whole movie.
I like
just like
the anaconda ball pit was funny.
oh yeah, that was crazy.
They're just like in a ball pit with a bunch of anacondas.
There's also a lot of gross stuff on there too.
Dude, the other one they did when they're on top of the
Oh,
freaking
like the fucking fart mask.
they're on top of a bridge in LA and they're like down in the in that freaking gutters area and they drop a basketball in someone's nuts
Oh my god.
and they start doing trick shots like bounce like
Bro, I like when Bam, what he does was he stood at the top of that like strongman hammer challenge,
Mhm.
and they put a golden dildo on there, and he just like put his ass there, and the strongman just hits the hammer
Oh
and it shoots
yeah,
up,
yeah.
and the dildo goes flying into his ass.
Well, now that we are fueled up by G Fuel, let's
I was picturing it, dude. I remember that.
You're just like, oh fuck.
It like barely almost went up his
Or
ass.
the limousine with the bees is the funny one.
That was pretty.
Oh yeah, that's
that
fucked.
was gnarly.
What they did was they like locked all the doors on the limousine, and then they pulled them into like a parking lot. Like half the crew doesn't know what's going on. They're like, "What is this?" And you just see Johnny Knoxville with the bee suit. He goes up onto the limousine, and he goes to the sunroof, and he dumps like a can of bees in there.
Oh my god.
Oh, and they did an
Yeah, that shows like Impractical Jokers, but like with no
They
chin.
like ran through a hallway with like tasers hanging from.
Oh,
the
Taser
ceiling.
Alley.
Dude, they were just like running like crazy.
He's like, "Do you want to?"
Dude, the freaking hands. Remember when they had it hidden behind?
Oh, they put like powder. It
Yeah,
was
like,
just,
hey guys, I got the soup.
oh yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Anyway, so before that, we opened the G4. We're talking about what we were doing.
Snorting.
Personally, I've been watching a lot of TV shows, listening to music, watching movies, just kind of indulging into my artistic side.
Any recommendations?
Actually, I have a list.
Yeah, we have quite a few. Do you want to start off, Nick?
Yeah.
You guys can hop in as well for
Wait.
things you've watched.
I will say
movies
that
and shows.
Just anything, yeah.
Okay.
90 Day Fiance, hands down.
Before the 90 days.
That one's the best one. Have you seen the season 2 with Darcy? I mean, she's on every season.
Yeah, I haven't seen her like first season, but I see her on like the current one with Big Ed.
She's on season 2, 3,
Oh my god.
and
And 4 of the current one. Right?
yeah, and 4.
Damn, dude, what a hoe.
No, it's just
How
the
many
fact.
fiancés she gonna have?
If you see how she is, she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she seems like.
I could see why they'd bring her back then.
One movie I told y'all to watch, Extraction.
That was a good movie.
Oh, and
I
yeah,
haven't seen it all.
Extraction.
I haven't seen it through because I.
That was a good movie. You said you fell asleep 30 minutes in.
Okay, well,
What the
Did
fuck?
you finish it?
nah.
What?
All right, let's go one by one. We're gonna start with Extraction.
Or 90 Day Fiance.
What do you want to start?
Let's talk. We'll like talk shows and spend like 5 minutes on it because we could.
Yeah.
So yeah, Extraction.
Go on.
The stunt coordinator for Endgame or Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
Sam Hargraves.
Yeah.
He directed it with Chris Hemsworth.
He also did the. He also did the choreography for Civil War.
Yeah.
He played the sniper in the movie as well. That's
Oh,
him.
really?
That's him.
Oh
He's
yeah.
the sniper.
Mm,
The dude
Spoiler
gets
alert:
messed up.
he dies like right away.
capped.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a question about that movie that I saw like on social media. Who do you think would win in a fight, Tyler or John Wick?
John Wick.
With what weapons?
Just
Full-
like you just
Full arsenal.
battle royale,
Dude,
bro.
freaking John Wick beat these Asian guys' asses with a belt. You remember
And a
that?
pencil.
Okay,
And the
that's
third
true.
one, he was just like.
What about when he fell like really, really, really hard?
I don't know. I feel like
Tyler.
Tyler has like a lot more build to it. Like in the freaking movie, he's just throwing dudes around and shit.
Wait, I actually wrote down a note. Like when I was watching, I put like a little bit of notes to bring up on the movie, and I wrote. Let me check my notes.
This is the kid scene.
Yeah, the kid scene.
Dude,
When
he
he's
messed
fighting-
them
When he's
up.
fighting the kid, I literally wrote.
Oh,
down,
yeah.
Like double like pimp slap kid. I wrote
Yeah.
that. Like the one kid came up and he just slaps him. And,
He's like, "Piss
and then he
off."
like grabs the car door and pulls it open on his
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Then the kid gets up again and then he slaps him again and says like piss off. Like
I mean, I feel like a full punch would have like broken his like
Yeah, for
something.
Well, he
bro.
punched one of the kids. He's like,
Dude,
straight to
I
the
was
sternum.
laughing because he fucking slapped him twice and the kid just completely fell.
Oh, dude, I watched the movie with my dad too. I forgot, and we were just like the whole time, we're like, "Fuck." It was fucking.
Great choreography.
Yeah, it was really good choreo. Dude, when he's fighting that other dude before they team up at the end, they're just like hitting each other with cars. He's like, he just freaking ran.
Dude, fuck.
It reminded me
My
of that
dad
scene
looked
in
away.
Baby
He's like,
Driver.
"Bro, what's happening?"
I didn't know. I was really surprised to see that story was written by the Russo brothers. Like I was watching the credits and I saw them come up. I was like, oh, like Joe
Screenplay?
Russo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they put their name all over the fucking trailer, so
I didn't watch the trailer. I just saw it on Netflix and I just watched it.
Yeah.
I think it's based on a graphic novel. I think they just put a screen there. They made it into a screen.
They're pretty. It's like one of those
Really?
like simple story ones, and then like the action, like takes over.
Yeah.
Obviously, like a lot of the movie.
It's a pretty simple plot when you think about it. It's
Yeah.
just like there's a dude who's like a John Wick type guy, that military Rambo type character, and they're like, "Oh, we need you to help extract this kid, get him out of some place." He goes and he just kills a ton of dudes and he's
Yeah.
taking him out.
And they're like, "Oh, like you don't need to bring him back anymore." And then it's just
I
like,
didn't get that. Why didn't they need? Why were they like, "Oh, fuck the kid"? What were they? What was the reason for that?
Wait, what do you
I
mean?
think they were trying to extract the
Hold
kid,
up.
and they were gonna get what?
spoilers.
Oh, this has been out for like a week, bro. At
Oh,
this point, like,
fuck it.
Dude, honestly, you can still
Oh, wait,
enjoy
have you
it.
not seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You can still enjoy it though, honestly, even though if you know how it ends.
That is
What,
true.
have we
Because
spoiled
honestly,
anything yet? What have we said?
People getting
You're
hit by
talking about-
cars,
you already told me the
slapping
ending.
children.
to be honest, it's a basic
We
storyline,
didn't
and what
say
you
what
want to
happened.
watch it for is like the actual fight.
Yeah,
That's what I watched.
Dude,
for.
pretty much he gets to a point where like, he's not getting paid to take the kid, like extract him,
Oh, he isn't.
and yeah,
Yeah,
they're like,
so-
your money isn't here, like, so you can just leave the kid and like come back home.
I'm not doing
And the
that.
kid's
Because of
like,
his son.
he had his own son that died, and he's like at this moral, like crossroad. He's like, should I just leave since I'm not getting paid or still help this
Wait,
kid out?
I have a question. So y'all remember the last scene where the kid like he was like diving into the pool and then he comes up out of
Oh,
the
dude, wait, don't spoil that part. Don't spoil that part. At least let him watch that
Oh,
part.
okay.
The ending is a pretty good
Because
cliffhanger.
I have a question about that. Like,
All I want to say is
Okay.
I do think so.
okay.
I think so.
So
'Cause the-
Extraction, definitely A plus.
I'd say like an A.
No, as far as just to watch it.
Oh yeah, it's really enjoyable, dude.
Yeah, if you have Netflix, go ahead and watch.
Watch it with your dad, dude. It's
I
fun.
actually watched it with Stephanie and like we were watching like the first fight scene.
Stefani.
Dope. Stefan.
And like the first fight scene, you know, where like he's fighting like all the guys in that room.
Okay, I remember
She was
that.
like covering her eyes because like she hated seeing like all the violence because like there's that one scene where you like
Oh, he
the
kicks that
table-
guy into the wall?
Yeah, the table and it goes. She was like she couldn't watch it. And I was like, bro, this is like really cool.
I thought that was funny.
And then
Like
the
the-
break.
Where he left the kid leave.
If you guys want to like hear more talk about Extraction, we're gonna start putting like movie quizzes on our Instagram. So we'll talk about the ending there and
Make sure to
stuff
follow us on Instagram at Cosmic Kickback
on the IG
And Twitter. Y'all have
and
Twitter.
Twitter on
and
Cosmic
OnlyFans. It's coming up.
OnlyFans at Cosmic Kickback. Facebook at Cosmic.
Wait, what do y'all put for your OnlyFans?
We're trying to work out who's
It's just
thicker
like-
right now.
Content coming soon.
Like what to post.
Cosmic Kickback only.
I didn't need to know that, but I mean,
Cosmic Dick Back, if you know what I'm saying.
interesting.
Profile photos like just us naked on the couch.
Y'all just doing a naked podcast.
It's just like us sitting like this.
What it do?
You're just having a wank. Like, okay, so
Welcome back to
cool.
that video I was playing last night.
No, that shit was fucking annoying. Okay.
Anyways,
Like, how long is your list?
it goes all the way back to a little bit before quarantine. Just like some shows I watched this
Really?
year
But
overall.
like how many? Things
Probably
you-
like 12.
Okay, mine's about the same.
Okay.
But some are like shows I'm just rewatching just to let y'all know
Okay.
if y'all care.
All right. Well, Extraction pretty good. Let's hop on before the 90 days.
Okay.
The 90-day fiance in here. 'Cause
I
know
heard about
Christian's
this
been
show
watching
from the
it.
memes about this
Big
apparently
head.
penis looking guy with no neck.
He looks like a
Doesn't believe in love. Yeah, he looks like some dungeon fucking master who like the troll under the bridge.
So let's not roast Big Ed too bad, man. This guy seems like he's getting a little bad rap. He's been getting roasted relentlessly online.
What his expectations for Rose were kind of bad.
I agree with that, but when you're insulting someone on physical appearance, it's like, okay, bro, come on. Because he actually, his neck, he has a deformality. It's a condition.
All right, but you see him as a young man. He
does look good as a young man, but he literally has no neck. Because I looked.
Can we pull a photo up of young Ed as a child?
If you're watching on YouTube, you got
young Ed.
young Big Ed right here. But I looked it up. He has he suffers from, it's called KFS, which is Klippel-Feil syndrome, which is a rare disorder. Pretty much means at least 2 of your neck vertebrae, they're like fused, so it just makes necks shorter than normal.
I mean, as in right here.
Yeah, like your neck vertebrae, they're like fused together, so it's kind of like.
That's crazy.
He can't really help that.
Nick,
I'm fucking laughing.
Dude, I've never heard of that before.
Damn, y'all laughing at the no neck syndrome?
no. Okay, you can't call it that. You can't call it that.
No, like missing the point.
Dude, if
which
you
is the
can't
actual
laugh at
show.
things in life, then like.
No, I feel very bad for the other people with the disease. I don't feel bad for him. I think he's a terrible person.
I think he.
Just looks funny on him.
See, that's where you're getting into bad territory.
No neck.
Yeah, let's talk about what happened with him and his relationship.
Talk about his
for
neck.
those that don't know.
Let's keep talking about the neck. Like, how does he turn around, bro? He
haven't seen it in
uses
the
his
show.
whole shoulders. He's like,
Yeah, you haven't seen the show. He actually has to do that.
Yeah,
like,
man, come
call him
on.
at the DMV.
I felt bad for him at first, but then
It's
after
like
seeing
Ed.
the kind of piece of shit he was, I don't feel bad for him anymore.
You know, every single person
Can you
on
do-
that show, for the most part, is like shitty in some way. Especially the lesbian couple.
Oh, I hated that.
One of them is, I forget her name. She's like
The Australian
not the Australian a little bit, but the other one is
is
like
fucking toxic, right?
yeah,
With the what? With the colored hair?
the one that came
No,
from
that's
America.
awesome.
Oh, okay.
The one that came from America to Australia. She is so like narcissistic.
I know.
It's like insane. The last episode, they were just chilling, and she tells her, she's like, "Oh, look, I'm just saying, like, I used to be in a bad relationship where my partner like never came out to their parents, so I felt like I was being hid in the closet, like I wasn't never their girlfriend." And then instead of like being there for her and talking, and be like, "Oh, that's not gonna happen with me," like or whatever. She was just like, "Wait, you were in another relationship? Like, who was this? Like, what was their name? Like, how long?" And she like got on her ass. Then she picked up like a bowl and like smashed it on the floor and said, "Get the fuck out!" And then she like walked out of there.
Yeah, that's insecure as fuck.
It came. It was like from. I never saw it coming. Like this chick is insane.
You know, the first ever couple I ever saw on 90 Day Fiancé was the one that you saw on YouTube was Azan and Nicole, and they're not on Before the 90 Days. They're on the actual show like
Wait, is that the guy who's like, he's like I love you, but like I wish
only 55%.
like maybe like
I'm like 50.
50%.
Well, like so pretty much he's like he's
like I
into
just want you to
fitness.
go to the gym and be healthy. And she's like,
He's like into fitness, and like this girl like Nicole, she's like not sure.
dude, yeah, if I
she's
dated
fat.
someone that was in fitness, how I
And-
do is do this is let's
Why
gain
is he-
some weight, let's work out together.
Why is he with her if he's not attracted to her? Like,
Hey, that's
Well, she's like
55%.
She probably has a good personality, bro.
Yeah.
Well, and I get that, but like, if this person, if looks matter to him that much, to where he's like, "Nah, bro, like, she's gonna have to lose the weight because it's only 50%.
Well, that's nice that like he dated her and he's like, you know, I can help her lose weight.
It is that, but I'm saying like, if it matters to him, like, why is he doing that? Because you can find people that have good personality and that also have his level of fitness.
But what if he really likes her for who she is, and
He clearly doesn't.
No, if you watch it, you can see like he does not look happy like at all when he's with her. Like he's
Okay,
always
no.
just like.
Then he just wants that green card, baby. That's what it
Oh,
really comes down
is he
to.
not a citizen? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
No.
that's what a lot of it is. Like, I was watching one with this
Oh yeah.
fat old. She pissed me off.
Which one?
This
Go
fat
off.
old Georgian lady. I don't know what her name was, but she was from Georgia. She was 53 years old, and she was dating a 30-year-old Nigerian.
Oh, the Nigerian rapper.
No, not. He wasn't a rapper. He wanted to
Is
come
it
to
Prince?
America.
Oh, he just wanted to come to America.
Yeah, but
And
like,
they buy the goat and everything.
no, not that. What happened was they go interview him at his. There's like a bunch of Nigerians. There's a bunch of Nigerians, Brazilians, and Colombians on that show. They all want the green card. Don't believe any of them when they say they actually love him because they
Do
don't.
not believe in love.
I do not
But
believe in love.
But this was fucking funny. What happened was they went to his house to interview him before she went over there to go. And he was just talking. He's like, "Yeah, I would love to marry Angela because I go to America and I get to meet Donald Trump." And then he has a shrine of Donald Trump in his fucking house.
Damn.
Like he has like he has a picture of him in frame with candles and shit, and he just like
praised him.
And then when she actually she proposed to him, and he was all like, "Yes, Donald Trump, here I come."
What?
It was a funny, but no,
He acts like it's a freaking like Mickey Mouse. Like I want to meet Donald.
she was fat and ugly and trashy and out of shape. So one time,
bro.
I hate her.
God damn.
You gotta
Dude, he can go off. What does it matter?
She is narcissistic. I fucking hate
This
her.
is freedom of speech. Yeah.
But what happened was
Talk.
one time when they were buying a dress for her, she was all like, "I don't want this one because of my weight." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And he doesn't speak good English, so he talks to the like seamstress, and he's like, "She cannot wear this one because she is a fat woman." She just fucking slaps him on the head, and she's like, "Fuck you, you son of a bitch."
Like, why you do that? Why you smack me?
And then the one thing I love about that show is I love the host at the very end during the tell-all.
I have not got to that. This is my first season.
Okay, so at the very end of every season, they bring all the people in the room, and then they bring their, love.
I was like Real Housewives, and like there's a host. Like, so what do you think about?
Yeah.
Like, he's just like interviewing them.
So the interviewer always does this, and you notice it. She'll bring up like the most toxic parts of the relationship, and
Get
like
content.
and she'll be like, "So I heard you're an aggressive person. Let's roll the tape." And then they'll just
Roll it.
And then-
It's like Team Star.
and it'll be like the fucking like the most toxic part of that relationship. Be like, "Fuck you, son of a bitch." And it's like, so would you say you're a mad person? And the way she talks is just fucking hilarious because she instigates like, "No, I'm not mad.
I'm not
I just
mad."
don't like fucking beta males, those stupid little boys and shit." And then they see the wife and she's just like, "Shit."
Oh my god.
Damn.
There was one relationship that I would say I really liked on that show for season 2. It was, I forget his name, but he was an English dude, and it was a girl from New Mexico.
Yeah.
That one was actually nice, other than the fact that he had 70 felonies.
Damn.
70?
Yeah, but he was doing good. He was like helping her out, like sending her money and stuff, like paying for,
He was paying for
He's
her
turning
bills.
over a new leaf,
Yeah.
a new tea leaf.
Well, if you go back into the history
Gets
of all the
another felony.
felonies, it's all in the defense of somebody else. He had assault cases against him.
How is that?
It's still
You
assault.
can still get charged with assault when it's self-defense.
No, he's
Well,
not.
it's different. Wait, was he from England?
He's from England.
Well, yeah, it's very different
Over there.
in England.
There's like 2 different types. There's like misdemeanor assault and assault with bodily harm, which means he's basically a fucking felony.
So wait, so he got assault charges for self-defense?
No, he wasn't defending himself. He was defending somebody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's crazy.
But that was the only relationship I saw that was actually good. Apart from this one guy who had a good relationship with this Colombian girl. And he was very nice. Or no, he was a piece of shit. But she was very nice to him.
Mixing them up. You're like, wait.
She was very nice to him, and basically he had proposed, and then it turns out 2 weeks later he ended it with her to go back to his ex-wife.
That's crazy.
Kind of fucked up. But no, everybody on that show is a piece of shit. Watch it, make fun of them. It's funny. If you find somebody good on that show or relatable, fuck it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts?
I can't. I've only seen the most recent season of it with Big Ed on it, and
Big head.
Don't get me started on that prig.
dude, there's. I was so surprised that there are people out there that are so oblivious to like scams. There's 2.
He lied about his height. He's like shorter than her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like that black lady?
Her and then the David guy. There's 2 people on this season. There's this lady named I think Lisa. Or Lisa or something. Doesn't matter. She sees like a picture of some buff ass dude on Instagram.
That's the one, right?
And it's clearly like stock photos of like a buff dude like over and over. And the only name she's been given is Williams. There's no last name or anything. It's just Williams.
That sounds like a last name.
Yeah, that's just his name. And then she's been DMing him, and
She sent him money, right?
She sent him money and shit.
She
sent him nude photos, which you find out later on because I guess the dude, because he's scamming. It's so clearly a scam.
And then her children have to get involved and do like backwards image search.
They do a backwards image search, and they find out it's a stock photo of a dude. And they're like, look, it's not him. Like, it's a different person.
a stock photo.
And then she's like, oh, hang on. She's like, couldn't it be like...
He's a model?
Yeah, they took his photos for a stock photo. Like, they took his photos. They're stealing
That's
from
probable.
him. Like, they're just in so much denial, man.
What does he actually look like?
Nobody found out because he's a scammer.
The show sounds like as entertaining as like Hoarders.
I feel bad because some of those people are in
show's
such
funny.
denial about their relationships.
Yeah, especially the other guy. There's this dude named David, and
Is he the one with the Russian lady?
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He's been writing this girl on this online chat thing for like 7 years, and the online chat, he says, cost money for each text he sends her. And he said over the 7 years he spent probably about $100,000 on it. And on top of that, he's flown to like Ukraine 5 times in total within the show to try and meet her. And he actually, spoiler alert, she pulled up on the last episode. I thought she was fake. She pulled. I don't know what's going on, but she didn't pull up for four of the times.
Really?
At the end of the last one, she pulled up. That's how it ends. She pulls up, and I was like, no fucking way.
She hot?
And then it ends. She just looks like a white chick. But like now I'm confused because I was so sure it was a scam because he hired a private investigator and shit. And they were like, oh yeah, I looked her up. She has like 9 like dating profiles. Like I guarantee she's talking to a ton of American men, getting all that money.
Well, that's what happened with the other guy, the one who was dating the Colombian. Mm-hmm. He met her, right, and he proposed to her. But before that, he was talking to another one who kept ditching him. And like it's clearly a scam because she keeps begging for money. And then when he says he's actually gonna go to Colombia to meet her, she just stopped texting him.
Damn.
And then he goes there and he's just like, I'm here, and I'm at the hotel. Where are you? And he waits for like 4 or 5 hours, and she finally pulls up. But it's not even her.
It's a different chick.
It's a different chick who looks a lot like her. And it's like, oh, I see you got braces and your cheekbones look a little higher. And like, did you get surgery? And she's like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he's like, we had great chemistry, but if you look at the fucking date, the entire date was 20 minutes long.
Why are people so stupid, man?
Bro, they're desperate. People are desperate.
I feel like the people on that show just don't know their worth.
This
like
is
whether it's
like-
low or high.
All the people
there
on
is
the
one
show,
person who has
they-
low.
They're like worst case scenario Nick. Like if Nick,
Damn.
Super dry.
I mean it could be any of us.
Super dry. Dude, that should be a movie. We gotta
Super dry.
write that down. Super
Add it to
dry.
the notes. Super dry.
I'll make that a villain.
Well, we've
that's
talked
a
about
prank.
90 Days for a while.
Yeah.
I recommend highly watching, especially this
It's-
season's very entertaining.
Yeah, it is.
Follow Big Ed on Instagram. See what he's getting into.
No, follow Rosemary. Fuck that guy.
Does she have an Instagram?
She had to take it down because she posted a video like before that episode aired. You know they're done, right?
Yeah.
So before that episode aired, there's actually like a clause that these people sign that they can't reveal anything about what happens at the end of the
Because
season
they filmed this like way in advance.
until the season actually ends or until that episode. So
She broke it?
yeah, she broke the clause on Instagram. She's like, Ed, you always embarrass me. I'm glad we're done. You're a sick fuck.
Oh my
All this
god.
shit. She started speaking her language. I can't speak that. Tagalog.
Philippines.
Jaden, could you translate for us?
I don't speak Tagalog.
All right, now the real question is, you know, wide neck, right? That wide neck Instagram.
Oh,
guy?
that Florida nigga?
wide neck or Big Ed?
Oh, shit.
Who's getting choked out first?
White
Like the
neck.
strongest
Big Ed
dude.
can't get choked out, bro. You can't wrap around the neck. He don't got one. You can't.
Can I
choke
throat
him
punch him and he'll just be like, I didn't feel it.
out. No, he
Like
would
wraps
definitely
around your
feel
head.
it.
If he were to go to space, would they have to make a special helmet for him?
They probably
These are real
would.
questions.
They probably would, in all honesty.
Why would he ever want to go to space? Actually, they probably wouldn't let him go to space. Because in order to be an astronaut, you have to have like.
If
very
aliens landed and they met Big Ed,
they'd be like, this is
he's
they
the
all look
person
like.
we sent.
Oh, damn, this is peak
He's like,
physical human.
If you go to the Philippines and find this lady named Rose, she's a bitch. The Filipinos in general.
Filipinos in general.
Oh, dude,
I wouldn't say that. They're very nice people.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Jaden, what do you
I
got to
think
say
he
about the
said.
Filipino?
Dude, I think they're one of the
What
most
about the
nicest
Filipino
people
what?
ever. Dude.
Culture.
They're the happy
Culture?
people.
Well, okay, so I will say this. So,
'Cause you're half Filipino,
I don't know
Mexican.
much about like the half cap, half Filipino.
Captain Crunch.
The other half is
I don't know too much about the culture because like I've always lived here in Texas. But from what I've like seen, I guess it's alright. Like
Wow.
I don't know what to. Okay, no.
You had a
Jaden
moment to
coming in
represent
with-
your culture. and
Jaden's he's coming in with the hot take. It's all right.
it's mid.
Well, like, so what do you mean? Like, what do I think about the culture? Like, that's to be honest, that's kind of a vague question. Like,
Okay, all right. We'll just move on.
you're not gonna
No, it's
explain
fine,
about the
it's fine.
question.
Well, to be honest,
What do you think about the culture? Well, like, what do
Last
you
time
want me
I
to
asked
say?
you about your culture.
It's fine.
Alright, let's talk about.
That's
Dude, I really
it's
want to
very
talk about the
family
show.
All right,
oriented, I will
let's
say that.
go over to Nick. Nick, what's the next show?
All right, I watched this all in like a 12-hour period. It's one of the nights where I couldn't sleep.
Dave.
I got my laptop out. No. I started that night, but
Pop that dick out.
I binged watched the entirety of the HBO show Chernobyl.
Oh,
God damn! How many episodes?
It's only 5 episodes,
Okay.
but they're all like an hour.
What show?
Chernobyl.
Dude sat there for 5
Oh,
hours. straight.
about Russia, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not Russia. It's
And so
Ukraine.
pretty much it sheds light on all the misinformation about like
It's in
the,
Russia.
No,
it happens in Ukraine.
It
Oh, in
happens in
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was Russia.
Dude, you gave him like a side eye for no reason.
Who?
It's like,
No, because I couldn't hear him. I wanted to know
I
what he
said it's
said.
in the Ukraine. Look,
Yeah.
I'll pull out a map and I'll show you.
thought it was-
I've
I
heard
thought it
of
was
that
Russia.
show.
Yeah,
Is it,
it's so it like it does a really good job of like clearing all the like misinformation about what happened at Chernobyl, and it also like displays like all the heroism that happened about like the firefighters and people, and at times it's really hard to watch because like the last episode they explain like how a reactor exploded because that's never happened on like
That was
the
my
face of
favorite
Earth,
episode.
dude. Like pretty much how the reactor in Chernobyl exploded was they opened the factory up before they had run all the safety tests. And so one night, I shouldn't say Homer Simpson.
Yeah, he's working there.
No, he works in the one at Springfield. But they opened this power plant before they ran all the safety tests. And so at night, they brought this dude in, and they're like, all right, we're going to run the final safety test because this shit's been overdue. And so they bring down, like, the I think the heat that's running through the reactor, and the heat drops way too much. And so what they do is they press the emergency button, and these little, like, power rods stick into the reactor to, like, bring back the temperature. But what they didn't know is, like, it's like cheaper to produce like these rods with graphite, and when it sticks into the reactor, it pretty much shot the temperature way high.
For a split second.
Yeah, it pretty much acted as like a detonator, and like the employees had no idea because like the people who made it didn't tell them.
So that joint just blew up?
Yeah, so it was pretty much just like lies and cheap like manufacturing of a core reactor.
is it a
It blew
biopic?
up, and then what made like the whole area pretty much radioactive is like these water tanks that run through the reactor like cool it down. That water pretty much instantly evaporated, and then all this radiation like went into the air, and then it blew and started going to all the different areas.
Is the show, is it a biopic?
Yeah.
No, it's like a reality, like
Oh.
it's pretty much like
Docuseries? Or-
Yeah, docuseries is the best way to put it.
yeah, like it actually happened, but they're telling it through like
oh, so it's like a biopic.
yeah, but there's real characters in it. Like there's a firefighter who freaking
Burnt.
was at the fires, and then like
He
freaking
picks up a
couple
rock
days
of
later-
graphite.
Yeah, there's this one dude who literally picks up this brick and it's freaking graphite, which pretty much has like
All the radiation.
yeah, it's like the equivalent of holding like
Well, that's what they put in
like
pencils.
4 million X-rays in your hand, dude.
It is. That's what
And
they put in
he
pencils.
holds it for 13 seconds, and then like they're like, dude, put that rock down, and his hand just starts fucking like
Melting.
falling. Yeah, melting, dude.
That's cool.
Just put some water on it.
Oh, dude.
It's like when you get your like your hand
Drink
gets
some
burned.
Gfuel.
Here, we'll pull up a photo
G
if you're watching on YouTube.
Is
but
it graphic?
It's really graphic. It's a whole.
They show just enough, you know. Like,
Age restricted video.
hold up.
No, bro. What about when they show like the results of everybody in the Moscow hospital? Like all the
Yeah,
first.
dude, this guy's skin literally begins like decaying, bro, and he turns into this fucking like
Melted.
melting piece of meat.
Now
It's
that's
disgusting.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's horrible. Hold on, let me pull up.
No, but you didn't really explain exactly why it
Sounds
went off
pretty
that way.
baller to me.
So
You can walk around if like you look.
Dude said, "Give me some skin."
Give me some skin, my man.
Mom, skin falls off.
no, but during the testing, actually, everybody who was working in the reactor that night understood. Not that.
Why are you laughing?
They all understood exactly the fact that this isn't a good idea to run the test, but the person who was running the test was promised that if he did this test and he pulled it off properly, he'd be given a promotion to the Moscow
Yeah,
unit.
pretty much they're like their
So this
boss was like bullying them, and it's like, look, if you don't like run this test, and these guys had no idea how to actually run a safety test. They were just listening to this one comrade. They're like, comrade
Comrade
Dyatlov.
Comrade Kopkiski.
They all had Irish accents for some reason.
Wait, so this is
Comrade.
so this is based on like a real life event.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chernobyl happened
Damn.
in April 26th.
and there was a trial.
1926.
The guy was sentenced to 12 years hard labor.
Hey
Yeah.
man, it be like that sometimes.
No,
Bro.
dude, and there were like firefighters, there were miners.
See,
Dude,
that's
there's
why
this really-
this is exactly why I don't live in Ukraine. For stuff like this, I can't trust them with
Dude, honestly,
radioactive
And like,
shit.
I don't care
As
about
if
the disrespect.
living in Ukraine was
those
an option.
Dudes, those dudes capped 100% of the time, all the time, dude.
Ukrainians?
They freaking, dude, like, fucking, the KGB, all those guys, they capped, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the Irish are fucking capper. Like,
It was a really, like, corrupt government.
The IRA.
Oh,
That's why that shit happened.
you mean the Soviets, not the Ukrainians?
Yeah, sorry. Not the Ukraine.
dude just said fuck Ukraine.
No, dude, there's a whole episode that's really fucked up where, like, they have these people drafted into the army, and they go back into Chernobyl,
That
And their pretty much job is to like go hunt the dogs and kill them because like they have radiation poisoning, and they just have to put them down and like
But
Take
they're
'em out
gonna
of their
die
misery.
anyway, right?
yeah.
Well,
but
like
they
to take
can't-
them out of their misery.
They can't risk. No, they're not like melting or anything. They
They
have
have
slight
some-
radiation, but they can't risk them going to other countries like wandering off.
and like turning
Because
into
people
aliens and
evacuated the
shit.
city. They didn't.
Dude, they should have let them live. Imagine the kind of mutations we'd have. This would be like real life Fallout.
But at the same thing,
No, they did live. Not all the animals were hunted. If you look online, you can actually find like pictures of animals that still live in Chernobyl.
Damn, let's go.
What do they look like?
They have like multiple heads and shit.
That's a dub. Let's go. Fucking Darwinism for the win.
dub melon mint right there.
Like Pripyat, that map in I think Pripyat has a map in PUBG. That's what Chernobyl is basically.
Intriguing.
So Chernobyl's right here. This is where the
Alright, hold on.
radiator is at.
Here's a photo.
Of the radiation burns. So what happens is you go through the stage where like your face turns all red, right, and your body gets sores, and then
You feel like you're fine, and then your body just starts like shutting down.
Does it
And I
hurt?
heard like in the actual medical reports, this one dude was literally like coughing up like his lungs and like heart and stuff. They
Does
were
it hurt,
like
bro?
pulling it out of his mouth.
Does it hurt, bro? Dude, that dude got some baller glasses. Look at him.
Yeah, it's
He's fucking cool.
His eyes are burned.
Yeah, that's true.
fuck.
There's gonna be like hundreds or even thousands of years till it's like safe to go back to that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one lives there right
What?
now? It's
No,
just like
not at all.
No, there are
Wasteland.
people who still live there.
oh,
What they had
are
to do
just
to the
like,
people that died of radiation,
like-
they had to bury them in lead caskets and then bury it in cement because
Damn, it's so
yeah.
cool.
And now what they've done is like they've built a giant lead shed around the whole
The plant.
Lead shed,
The plant.
reactor.
Yeah.
The plant.
the lead shed.
So this is where Chernobyl's at. This is where the plant is, right? It takes place in
So look at
Chernobyl.
all that water.
And
Yeah, all of that got freaking radiated.
so this is where the actual plant is, and this is the town that got affected by it most over here in Pripyat.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, but
So Pripyat, there are people who still live there today.
Can't be trusting the Ukrainians.
In fact, this entire area,
Cap of the day.
Cap of the day.
the entire Middle Eastern area, including the Ukraine all the way over here to Kazakhstan, had the highest levels of child cancer verse in the 5 years that followed.
Damn.
it's a good show.
You hate
honestly.
to see it, man.
I don't want to like talk too much on it just because like watching it, you learn a lot and it's really good with perspective, dude. There's like 4 different stories that you follow, and it shows all the perspectives too.
Then it shows how they messed up.
They did a really good job. People were saying, and like I don't know if you finished Game of Thrones, but they're like this is like their apology for the end of Game of Thrones. 'Cause it's a really good.
Still have not finished it.
God damn!
It's not me, bro.
Well, they did.
Finish
just-
it on your
just
own.
fucking
Just
watch
finish it on your own.
Just watch it without
No,
Emily.
I'm not talking. No, it's not. I'm not saying it's Emily. I'm just saying, legit hearing that it was shit made me like less inclined to
Yeah.
finish it. Like I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'll get to it when I get to it.
I finished earlier this year. I finished The End of the Fucking World, which is about these kids that run away from home.
That show was stupid. I started it. I just thought it was
pretty
fucking
good.
stupid.
I
I've
watched
never
You.
watched it.
I-
I've heard
I
it's
watched-
good. It's on my list to start.
Dude, it's fucking weird. There's a kid who's like into like killing animals and like
That's funny.
honestly, I think it was weird. I didn't.
I mean,
really
I heard
enjoy
it's
it.
about a kid who wants to kill somebody, and he
Yeah.
picks the girl, but then they fall in love.
Yeah, he
right?
falls in love with her. And
I
they
just,
run away.
it wasn't my cup of
It'd
tea.
be like that sometimes, bro.
Have y'all seen that show?
I'm not gonna
Daybreak?
lie. When I first saw Emily, I was like, I want to strangle that neck.
What the?
You're gonna watch it.
Love is
Anyway,
love works a certain way. But I've been watching. Let me get into my picks. I've been watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary.
I have been watching that.
That
I watched
Thought
a
it was
couple
about Michael
episodes.
Jackson.
No,
no,
just
no,
kidding.
that's the Leaving Neverland
Oh,
documentary.
I didn't know that whole thing about like people.
Christ.
That's the last nose.
The last-
Dude, you know, word on the street is he literally had like no nose by the
Who?
end of his life. Michael Jackson.
Oh really?
I was very
Word
intrigued
on the
recently.
street.
No, this is what you can.
Town
just like-
streets been talking.
Yo, he ain't got no nose, bro.
This is what I've heard.
It's like,
So he was extremely like obsessed with like
Peter Pan.
the way he looked,
Oh, never mind.
and he wanted to like.
Peter Pan.
what
I'm
the
sure he
hell?
was.
No, he was. That's
No,
why
I
he
know. wanted to say
I know,
yo,
that's the first thing that comes to
Dude,
mind.
Michael Jackson is. I love his music. He's extremely talented.
He's a terrible person.
But he just seems weird as hell, man. Like I would hate to be in a room with this man.
Well, to be honest, I think a product of it was like the way his father raised him.
I'm sure it was, but like,
Because like he
still.
fucked him up like as a kid. Like he like constantly made him perform in practice. Like he never really had a childhood.
That's what I'm saying. And I read apparently he got someone claiming he got chemically castrated before he
Yeah.
started puberty,
Christ.
so that he could keep his voice for singing. His dad wanted
We're
him
gonna
to
have
keep
to
it.
dig up that corpse. To
You
check
can-
it out.
Dude, no, I really wish I was like an autopsy guy, so I could have inspected the dead body.
You just want to see, like, if he's actually passed.
I want to see the dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on.
I want to see.
There's other
I
ways to
want
see
to
dick,
because
man.
apparently he had like because this dude was capping. This dude was honestly cap of the century.
Jackson?
Yeah, because he said that he only did plastic surgery twice. He's like this dude said he only had 2 like procedures in his whole life, and he said one of them was because he had like a breathing issue, so it was the first time he got his nose done. Then he did it again for some other reason. And then he's like, "That's it."
Nah, he
Which is
got
big
his chin done. He got his lips
Dude,
done.
he got everything.
His
fucking
eyebrows done, bro.
He got everything
Cheekbones,
done.
yeah.
And from if you read the autopsy report, it's very interesting. They said that they don't count like how many he got, but they said on multiple areas of his body, like I'm talking like elbow, like shit, like all over his body, shit's been done. There's like surgery scars and like marks and
Really?
shit on the autopsy report. Even like behind both of his ears, there's like healing scars, like on his neck, like areas. They said that he had like where he got. You remember that when he got his head on fire from the Pepsi commercial?
Yeah.
They said that he had gotten surgery that like tattooed like the top of his head black, so it didn't look like he had like a bald spot. And then on top of that, they said that he had like very little hair in his dead body, and that all of the long hair he had at the end of his life was wigs because he didn't want to like get seen without like good hair. And they said in reality when they took the body there, he had like just like a couple like curly like frizzy hair like all over the place, but he was mostly like balding.
Damn.
So and then on top of that, they also said,
Oh my god. Small.
this is the worst. This is the worst one.
What,
The
he has
most.
no fingers next?
No, he had
Pop
no
off?
he had no nose. He had done surgery on his nose so much that it was so tiny that there was like nothing you could really work with anymore. So pretty much, no, I'm not even joking.
I know, it's just so tiny though. Like
You can look it up that
a little nose.
this dude had run out of stuff to cartilage and stuff to them to perform surgery on. So he
nose job.
actually had apparently like a hole in his nose.
Wait, like on the inside?
Like I don't know. You can't see. There's no photos of it.
Y'all
and
smell that? I know she don't. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I sent that meme.
Dude, hold on. Like, it floats me off.
But there's no photos of it. But there's the only photo. If you look up Michael Jackson like nose or whatever, there's a photo that comes up, and it's from like a.
Wait, look at this meme.
Oh my. I don't know if his looked that bad,
Probably
but
did.
Yeah, he still had one.
it may have. I don't know, but
Well, sort of.
They said he had like a hole.
no, they're saying that in his room he had like a area where he had different like noses that he would put on, and then I'm serious. Look it up. They're saying he had like
you would have
cosmetics. It was like a nose you put on,
Cosmetic?
and then it would be like pretty much like makeup, and you would put it on, and then it would like stick to the sides, and you would blend it so it looked like it was like part of his
Honestly,
skin.
I don't know why he had so much surgery. Like he looked fine as a black man, bro.
If you look it
Well,
up,
that's actually the disease he had with Lego.
Oh, yeah.
if you look at the picture, there's a picture of him in a court hearing. I don't know what it was for, but there was a court hearing,
Didn't make
and
sense.
my best guess is that he had to like go in there like on short notice or something, and I guess he didn't have time to like do his makeup good on his nose. And if you look, it's not blended well at all, and it looks very like it doesn't look natural at all. Like you can tell like that's the best picture you can tell that you can tell something's going on. Like it's not a real nose. So I'm very interested now on what his nose actually looked like, since he was capping so hard on like everything, like the way he looked and all this stuff.
Super great artist, though. Great
Yeah.
voice, yeah. Great musician.
But
great
he was a
voice.
terrible.
Whoa!
Did y'all hear
Did you
about
look
what
it up?
happened?
Yeah, look at it. That shit's weird as fuck, man.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture.
Dude, he looks creepy as hell too.
Here, we'll put it up. I got you.
Did y'all hear about what happened recently
What?
after the Leaving Neverland Ranch, the documentary?
I never saw the
but
documentary.
Apparently,
I
they
saw it.
raided his house. They raided Neverland Ranch, and they found a secret vault that wasn't ever before found. And in the vault was a bunch of videos and a bunch of sex toys in like a dungeon. And these videos of him like molesting his animals, children, things.
No
a bunch-
way.
No, there's no. Are you serious?
I saw that on TMZ like maybe a year or a half.
I swear to God,
TMZ.
it was still. I
Fucking
thought it
clown.
was still rumors about the whole kids thing.
No, that's been pretty much proven by this point.
I don't think.
I haven't read that article. I'd love to read that, but
Let me see if I can.
I didn't even watch. I don't know how we got talking about Michael Jackson. I was
Because
trying
I
to
said
talk
I
about
thought
the
it was
last
about
dance.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan. This is a great
Okay.
documentary.
Just give me
The
the
Last
quick
Dance.
rundown without like spoiling.
This is
it.
a
I still
documentary
wanna
about his
watch it.
life.
Well, it's pretty interesting, especially like if you don't know Michael Jordan, pretty much he was a basketball player for the Bulls. A lot of people
Yeah.
consider him the greatest of all
Addicted
time.
to gambling.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It goes pretty much through a lot of the stuff that was brushed over when people talk about him nowadays because they don't talk about the good things. This one does talk about just the good things as well, but it also dives into like I guess the little like
Conspiracies and stuff like
yeah.
that.
So pretty much it starts off. The early episodes were more so like on I guess his childhood and stuff, but then it goes back and forth between like because the Bulls with him they won 6 championships, 2 three-peats, which just means you win
Damn.
3 years in a row. Like they won.
Damn.
Yeah, so they won the
I'll send you the
championship,
article.
then they won it again, and they won it again. They did it twice. After the first one, he retired and he went to try and play baseball, and he came back.
What
And
was it like 2 years, right?
yeah, it just goes back and forth between that.
Then,
Like
then
it's
he played with those
shifting.
cartoon characters for a bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
That was real.
But I would recommend watching it. Dude, what?
Yep.
Yo, it's
I'll read that.
Send me that. Send me that.
Yeah, send me
I'll
that.
read
too.
it later.
it's sad to see like Patrick Ewing's such a good player, but like Michael Jordan was the reason why he never got a ring.
Hey, bro, that's what happens, bro. You gotta step your game up if you want some dubs.
I think still
true.
playing at that league against someone like that should be like that's an honor, dude. And I respect someone that plays against like a legend, you know. Because obviously to get to that point where you like face them in like a championship,
He got no rings
you're,
though.
you're just as good.
He got no rings though.
Patrick Ewing?
I don't think he does. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Here's Charles
Michael
Barkley.
All right,
Dude,
other
Charles
shows-
Barkley could have had one. He
was
could have had
close.
one.
They had
Yeah.
that one game.
So could have Allen Iverson.
Like, I was watching the.
That's true.
Nobody ever talks about that.
What?
Allen Iverson.
He doesn't have a ring either.
He should have gotten one at some point in his career.
Oh,
I finally watched Lighthouse.
Oh, is that
That was-
good? That's on my watch list.
I keep seeing freaking scenes of it on Instagram. I'm like,
Really?
stop.
I would, dude.
It's not a spoiler, but it's like this is
Bro,
one scene
Is
where
it
he's
good,
like
Josh?
looking at this mermaid, and she's like,
Oh, that's
Dude, he's trying to hit that shit.
she's like,
Oh my god.
Actually, he does hit it.
it's like, oh, I got sailor's dick.
he
Don't
doesn't
spoil it.
No, there's a scene. I don't. It's the
Bro,
whole,
bro, don't cap. Is there mermaid vagina in this?
There, you see the vagina, bro.
Bro, what? The...
No. What
Wait,
I
what
mean
you
is-
mean? What
it
the
is
Okay,
for
okay.
real.
It's
No, no,
freaking
no,
film.
hold on,
It's
hold
not
on,
like
hold
just
on.
porn.
Besides that, Josh,
It's
is it
for
a
the
good
art.
movie?
What? This dude's like.
It's like, oh my,
I don't
oh
wanna
my
see it
god.
no more, bro.
You know what?
Is it a good movie?
Okay, look. I'm gonna say it's extremely weird. It's very weird because it's
Very,
about.
very A24.
It's like it's like it. Literally, the story is there's 2 guys that have to be on this lighthouse together, and pretty much it's like you go crazy when you don't have contact with other people and you're just in a confined
Dude,
space.
the perfect fucking quarantine movie.
Exactly. Except they
Isn't
don't
it?
have fucking Netflix to watch. They're just sitting there.
No
these two-
books?
They just got drinks and
They,
masturbation.
they just got masturbation. They got drinks and like stuff like that. And they just met too. Like
Isn't-
you just meet a random dude for the first time.
Isn't
He's
it
like
based on like
boss.
that story about these lighthouse guys that
Who
went to the same-
disappeared?
Yeah, it's,
But there was 3 of them.
No, there's 2. In the
I swear there was 3. There was a storm, and like the thing is like one dude couldn't stop crying, the other one like wouldn't talk, and then it's like revealed like one of them killed the other. That's why he's crying, and the other one's I don't know something like that. I haven't-
it's loosely based off of
yeah,
that.
I
A
hope
lot
it's
of
not
comes
following
into
that
play.
shit because like I
You
know
know
that
what it
story.
reminded me of a lot actually when I was watching the Lighthouse because I just recently saw this movie.
Wait, do you still have it on Red?
X.
Oh, can you hit record?
Have y'all seen the platform?
I
Nick,
have not.
Nick, you've seen Platform, right?
Yes. Oh, that's another thing.
That's a good movie.
Dude, Jaden texted me right when he's like, bro, you need to watch this thing on this movie called The Platform. I was like, dude, I just finished watching that right
Really
now.
weird, dude.
It's
I
a
didn't
weird-
understand the ending. Have you seen it?
I'm not.
It's a weird movie about classes where they pretty much are in this prison.
No, I wouldn't say it's
It's
about
not about
that.
class.
No.
Dude, what do you mean? There's different. Okay, look, let me explain. There's this. Here, finish
I
your
think he's
lighthouse
going a
thing.
bit too
Finish your
far.
lighthouse thing first, because I cut you off.
Lighthouse is pretty much that's what it is, and then it just gets really weird. Like it's near the end. It's hard.
Is
to
it so
tell.
weird where it's just like, what was the point of that?
It depends
Like
on
Hereditary?
who watches it. I haven't seen Hereditary.
No.
It depends on who watches it. I feel like I can appreciate it. I think it's good. I feel like somebody like Jaden. Like Jaden seems to me, no offense, he seems like someone who's
That was
just,
whack.
Yeah, Jaden's like that. Like he'll watch something.
You take things for like face value. You gotta
Exactly.
like look behind what's.
Exactly.
Look beyond what you
So-
see. You
so
know who
I
said
can-
that?
I can see
Graffiti.
Jaden like just being like, bro, what the fuck is going on, and then just like turning it off.
Okay, no, you know, because it's actually on my watch list and I want to watch it.
Watch
so.
it. Actually watch it because.
Don't
I'm not
fucking
spoiling
text when you
nothing.
fucking watch it.
I'm gonna say like halfway through it, maybe a little bit over halfway, you start wondering what is real and what isn't real.
Ooh, I love movies like
So
that.
it's like
Is it like Shutter
okay.
Island.
It's there's like things that happen that's you see it happen, but then you're revealed later on that like maybe that didn't happen and maybe it was reversed and something else happened, and so you're kind of trying to figure out what really happened, what didn't happen. So the ending is kind of like up to the viewer how they interpreted it.
Oh, dude. I love movies like that, but I also don't because I wish it was just like a definite ending. But I also like how it makes you think.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's
I
like-
recommend that. It was.
It's not like
definitely-
Shrek where we freaking.
It's not like.
Hey, don't sleep on that.
Yo, Jaden loves Shrek.
So that's a film icon.
No, it's a great film, but it ends. What was that song they're singing at the end?
Is it
I'm a-
All Star?
I'm
that's
a
the one that
believer.
begins.
I'm a
I
believer.
believe. Yeah, like happy ending. You know
I
exactly.
believe.
That's actually the same song the Lighthouse ends on.
Oh shit! They're all singing.
How long we been on this rock?
No,
3 days.
Speaking of Shrek, I just saw Shrek Forever After last night for the first time in like 10 years.
Is that the third one with the freaking
That's
crackhead
the
wizard?
fourth one,
That's the
right?
fourth one. And
I'm. What's
Although
the name of
it
the
would've-
wizard guy?
her
Camelot.
no, not Camelot.
Dude.
Don't they have Rumpelstiltskin in one of them?
Yeah.
He comes out in two of them.
Damn, that dude ugly.
Sign it, Shrek.
No, but I watched it, and I will say, even though it was an alright movie, one thing I do hate about it is it takes itself way too serious. Like, it's a Shrek movie. You're just supposed to watch it.
Well, it's about him having kids and shit.
It's about classes and whatnot.
Oh, fuck
There's
off.
like a cask system.
It is
Yes.
it's a deep narrative on the
The Shrek
class system within the fairy
Shrek
tale
caste
world.
system.
Dude, fairy tale people deserve rights.
It's about the
This is
caste system of
bullshit.
India.
What if Shrek turns to the camera? It's like, this is about class, eh? Ogres get the shit into this thing.
Well, okay, if you think about it, it kind of is about classes. He's being discriminated.
Donkey! Who could do the best Shrek impression?
I don't know.
Donkey.
Wait, Nick, did you
No, Nick.
Wait,
can
so
do it.
Josh,
Trey.
you haven't seen the
Oh,
platform?
not Trey. Jaden.
Nick, do that one about the cum.
No. No. Fuck off. Do your best Shrek impression.
I don't really have one.
Dude, come on, you can do a good. You can do the Mike Myers from the Cat in the Hat. That's pretty much Shrek.
excited.
No, do it like you're excited though.
What?
Like you actually legitimately.
I'm so excited.
Look, see, he did
That was a
fine.
good
He
one.
did just well.
did fine.
You gotta be excited, bro.
Well, I'm not excited right now.
Well, you're being
Damn.
excited.
Anyways, the platform. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
jump into that.
Josh, you gotta watch
Imagine it's not even like they're in a prison. These people went to this place.
it. It pretty much is a prison.
They stay within a prison for a certain amount of time, and when they get out, they get all these benefits, right?
Actually, some of them are there for crimes.
Yeah, some are actually there for crime. So there's this prison where
So
it's
it's
pretty
like
much
a-
built like a tower
It's
structure.
like
And,
classes.
yeah, so I'll let you interpret it, right?
Okay.
The top floor, all the way down, I think there's like 250 floors.
No, like 300.
300.
Yeah.
And like
333.
each floor, there's two people, right? You have two cellmates. And every day, or is it every month it rotates?
Yeah, every month.
Every
They're
month,
both male.
there's girls, women, there's couples, there's people, and you
Old
can bring
man.
one item with you. You can bring a book, you can bring a knife. This lady brought her dog, and so pretty much the way they feed them is this platform goes down the prison floor by floor, stops for like a minute, and then like people get their food, right? But the thing is, like the first couple floors always eat way too much, so by the time it gets to the bottom, the people don't have
shit.
enough.
I
And
think,
so,
and I
like-
think it's like past 100 or like where
Yeah.
like there's almost no food.
And halfway through the movie, they just get on the platform and they're like, right, we're gonna give people all their rations till we get to the final floor. And on one of the floors, they find a freaking kid, which is against like the rules. Like no children are supposed to be. Anyone under 16 is not supposed to be in the prison. And so like, spoiler alert, the way the movie ends, they get to the last
Hey,
floor.
bro, hold on. I haven't seen this shit.
You want to see it? I mean, I told you how it works
Sounds
pretty
like
much.
it.
Honestly, I don't know how to interpret the ending.
The
Like,
way
I'm
that-
still
the
confused.
way that
Don't
it-
tell me then.
I'll explain
Bro.
the ending.
Yeah,
to you.
let him watch it because it's a really good movie.
It
Josh.
is. It's really
Okay,
good.
look.
I want to hear what you think about it because like I was confused.
Okay.
The whole thing though is like, you look at this prison as like, this is the way like the world works. But then you find out, oh, there's a kid in the prison. Like this is against like the system is flawed, you know? And so like the way it ends is like, just like,
You
So
just-
what? You
I
saying
can't- I
classes can't have kids?
dude, I'm not some fucking film critic on Rotten Tomatoes, right? You can look up an interpretation if you really want to seek one out. But I'm just saying, I think there's something deeper to it than just.
Well,
like,
no, yeah, I know, I understand that, but I
Some
was
guy
just,
getting
I was
shit
just
on.
confused.
No,
I was just shitting
a
on
guy
it.
gets shit
Well,
on.
what I thought the movie had as
Remember
far
that?
as
He's trying to climb and he
oh
gets
yeah,
shit. Like, ah!
the black dude, I felt bad.
Oh,
I would've
I've
grabbed
seen
her
that
just-
clip. I think I've seen that clip.
Yeah, some guy literally like is trying to climb up a rope, which is the item he brought, which is
Gets
pretty
shit
smart.
on.
Oh, I've seen that clip, bro. Damn. So I've seen.
Oh, there's
parts of this.
cannibalism in it as well.
Yeah, I would do that if I didn't get fucking fed.
Yeah.
I
But
would
the
definitely
way it
consider
fuck,
it, bro.
like the way, like the effect it has. on
Fucking raw.
It's fucking.
It's
Do you
raw
guys-
meat.
wait, hold on. Do you guys think if you cooked a human, what do you think they would taste like?
I heard
Apparently
it
they're
tastes
really
like-
salty.
yeah,
Salty?
probably like raccoon meat.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
It's
what's his
because
name?
our
You know
diets-
Jeffrey Dahmer, the cannibal from the I think it's from the 70s. He said, I can't believe, I think it was on a fact page or something, but like there was like an interview with Jeffrey Dahmer, and he said like humans who have tattoos taste weird.
Yeah, there's ink in their fucking.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he's not like just eating like the part of like where the ink is, but he's just saying in general they taste weird.
I can guarantee you, yeah, bro.
No.
You think humans in general taste the same, or
No,
like
they all taste like shit.
you think like black people taste good?
Oh, you know, right?
No,
Or do you think like
It's
Asians
just
got that like
based off
Polynesian taste to like what?
No, bro.
What do you-
We're all the same.
no, bro. They all taste terrible for one reason, and one reason only.
You've had them, right?
No, it's because humans in the diet that we eat, we usually eat a lot of foods with a lot of different chemicals we're not supposed to be putting in our bodies, and a lot of processed foods with a lot of sodium in
What
it.
about someone from like Kenya or Chad? Like they have a more natural diet of rice and stuff.
Well, then they probably would
What if
taste
you're eating
better.
a vegan or something?
A vegan would taste probably even worse,
Why?
cause malnourishment.
What if? What?
I've gotten close to eating a vegan.
Eating a
You know what I
vegan?
mean?
Oh yeah.
You did,
You
you
straight up did eat a vegan, bro. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Not just that, he went on the Hershey Highway.
Dude, let me make this very clear.
How are y'all?
I don't eat ass because I like consuming the shit that comes out of it.
Dude, hold on.
I just like licking the anus.
Yo, hang on. Let's chill out, bro. Damn.
We were talking about movies. What's going on?
Because he's making some fucking accusations over here. Like,
Christian.
you eat shit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. What's
You're-
the Hershey Highway, you head ass?
No, because he said
What is it?
that.
Tell me what it is.
It's when you eat this shit.
All right. And I'm making it clear that I don't.
Okay, well, I didn't want
Every
to.
time you come on here.
I didn't want to get on this fucking topic, but you start talking about eating pussy, and obviously,
I said ass.
no, you weren't talking about eating ass. You were talking about eating. You were like, ooh, I ate a vegan.
I didn't say it like some Dutch fuck, man. It's a vegan.
Yeah, they're fucking weird, dude.
We're
Put
weird.
the sauce on it.
Let me put some. Okay, I watched.
Anyways.
I watched Drive.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh,
That's on the list. I'm
Is that the one where he's like a bank robber?
It's a good movie, dude.
Actually,
Yeah.
the first one
He's
I
like
want to watch
a-
is
he's like a
Cinema
driver.
Paradiso. That's the one I want to see first.
it's a good
'cause,
little movie, dude.
It's my first time watching it. It's been on my list for a while.
is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's
yeah.
good, dude. The soundtrack is pretty fire.
Oh, if I can make one recommendation, The Way Back.
Is that the Ben Affleck one?
Yeah, I talked to y'all about it, but it's actually really
Batfleck.
good.
As far as
It's supposed to mirror his
I
recovery from
touched the ball,
alcoholism after
Oh,
the
you-
divorce.
I
with
got
his
it.
wife.
So congratulations to Ben Affleck, man. He's looking good right now, bro. His life is looking up.
See, dude,
Yeah.
if you see him in the movie,
He's
he looks
dating,
like huge.
he's dating
bro.
Anna de Armas.
Yeah, he's got his girlfriend.
Probably got some movies in the work we don't know about.
Yeah.
Batman.
Speaking of people that are also looking good, dude, my boy Beetlejuice. Jaden sent me a video of him from 2 months ago.
Dude got
He's
some
looking
teeth.
good. He's got new teeth. He's working out. He's drinking water.
I'm just working out.
And then previous video, he was talking about potential suicide. And
Bro,
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
that
dude,
video
'cause-
came out 10 years ago.
Oh shit! You think he grew any?
What do you think he's doing now?
Wait, what is he doing now? Well, he posts on Instagram.
He has an Instagram.
Yeah, it's called
Dude, what?
like
Dude, bro, shout out Beetlejuice.
What's his Instagram,
Oh
dog?
god, dude, someone already posted
Hold up.
booty pics.
I have it. Just search up Beetlejuice. and it'll come
God.
out.
Yo, comment thought.
Beetle Pimps, that's it.
Why is he not verified, bro?
I don't know. That's him though.
Damn. Okay.
He has
well,
1.7 million followers and he's not verified.
Did they better verify him?
I think I might kill myself. Bro, I'm sorry, but that was funny. That was
Dude.
fucking hilarious.
Fuck.
Cause you know he's not actually about it.
Wait, what am I doing?
If you see the whole interview, then his like friends come out and he says this a lot whenever he's not in a good mood.
Are you looking at booty pics, Nick?
No, I stopped, man.
Damn.
I've been recently catching myself. I'll look at something promiscuous or
And then you'll go to Pornhub.
unholy, and I'm like,
Unholy.
my dick begins to rise, and I'm like, what am I doing? Turn it off.
Then it goes back down.
I'm telling you, dude, next week, man.
I'm proud of you, bro. That's a great
My
self
creative
control.
juices are gonna, dude. Because right now I'm trying to do a lot of things creatively. I'm trying to save up the nuts.
Save up the nut.
Dude,
and
I don't know if I said
Is
this
that the
in the
creative juice?
productivity video, but sexual energy is one of the most powerful like energies
Oh, it
like
is, bro.
humans.
Trust me,
I'm telling you, bro.
it is.
Well, it's our only like.
Kristen's face.
Well, it's like our only fucking goal in life.
Yeah.
Or the only goal.
Yeah,
like
like we're naturally
prone.
Dude, go.
We just had Jaden get up and walk off the set without saying a single word.
Reproduction is the only. Okay, can we talk about
You
this?
know, he clearly
Is that how
got.
he says bye to his girlfriend?
Yeah, that's how he says bye. He doesn't even.
It just like see
He
ya.
just walks out.
See ya.
He busts,
You know.
then he just gets up and walks out.
Just busted.
Okay,
and
guys.
Started a YouTube video.
You know what I recently finished?
Huh.
The Punisher season 2.
I still have not watched season 2.
It was actually. I mean,
Season one was great, dude.
it's not as good as season 1, but it was pretty good. And it came to
Like good in like story or good in violence.
story and violence. The violence is off the chart.
Do they have to tone it back?
No, it's like off the chart, even worse.
Even more than season 1.
Isn't the first episode he like fights some construction guys with a sledgehammer?
That's season
First
1.
one, like,
Yeah.
like,
They play like that For Whom the Bell Tolls or some Metallica shit. You're just like,
yeah.
he tosses this guy into like a pit of clay.
Oh yeah. No, he tossed one guy and then he saved the other dude.
Bro, you gotta kill dudes, bro.
It's a good show.
The beginning of season 2, he fights a bunch of Asian people. It was pretty cool.
Where'd you go? Did you change shorts?
No, I've had these on.
What'd you do?
What the
I
hell?
just went to the restroom real quick.
There is
Did
this
you wash
one.
your hands? I didn't hear
Yes.
the water.
Yeah, I know that dude.
Why'd you go to
Them
the-
hands looking pretty dry to me. I ain't gonna lie.
that-
Touch him.
But if
And you're gonna dap
You
me
want me
up.
to go wash them,
No,
wash
we
them
can-
in front of you again?
Hey, it's cool, bro. If you want to have some dirty hands, that's fine by me.
All right, really quickly. These aren't shows I finished, but I'm just rewatching.
And then go through your quick
I'm
list.
rewatching South Park.
Oh,
I've been watching the recent episode I watched is when they were talking about how dangerous gluten is and it makes your dick fly off.
Oh yeah.
That was
Wait,
pretty
what?
funny. I'm watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah?
show.
That's
really good.
I'm rewatching How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah.
It is a good show.
I didn't like that show too much.
Amazing show.
I'm watching it, but this time I'm gonna watch the director's cut ending where it doesn't ruin everything.
There's a director's cut ending. I did not.
Yeah,
know
when they
that.
released it on disc, the reason the show ended like the way it did, which is like fans didn't like it, is because they had it written that way already. But people didn't know that like they would like the mother character so much. And
Yeah,
so
why the fuck wouldn't they, bro?
yeah, I know.
They
And
built
so
that bitch up for like
the way the show
7
ends,
seasons.
the way the show ends, instead of like all the divorce and like falling back in love, when he meets her on the train tracks, and they have that whole conversation, it just like a train flies by, and it's like that's how I met your mother. And that's it. It ends so much better. So I'm gonna watch it that way.
What is stupid? Why do they think the first ending would have been good?
Because
Like,
they
who
already
the fuck was like
they
that?
already recorded the kids like saying like, oh, we know you like Aunt Robin still, and like Mom's dead. They wrote themselves into a corner. They could have probably worked around it.
Fucking idiots, man.
But, yeah, I don't know.
God, I don't fuck with.
I
that.
I
don't-
guess
I
the
don't-
show's all about how I ended up marrying your Aunt Robin.
That's the
like,
weirdest
and that's-
shit, bro.
Yeah.
How I smashed
Imagine-
Aunt Rob.
Imagine what the fuck? If, in real life, this is like you're sitting your kids down,
Getting so heated.
talk about your dead mom, and like remembering her, you know, giving her.
Keep
some
in mind,
wine.
like the whole
And
like,
then at the end, they're like, you know what, Dad, go get your dick wet. You've been wanting that chick for a while.
like pound Aunt Robin.
And he's
Well,
like,
their mom.
no, right. And he just gets up and leaves. What
Well, like their mom has been dead for already like
the
years
still,
now.
bro.
You know, if there are some good shows that y'all want to watch as far as sitcoms that have a pretty compelling story, I would say the best sitcoms to watch are Everybody Loves Raymond, The King of Queens,
That is a good. Everybody
Which one?
loves Raymond.
The King of Queens.
King of Queens.
That's with Kevin James, that fat guy you
Everybody
don't
hates
like.
Chris.
That guy.
Everybody Hates Chris and Martin. Martin's really
I don't know. I think it's fine when shows don't end like the way you do, but like everything that went before it should still make it a good show. You know.
Yeah.
I think How I Met Your Mother has a lot of good lessons about love.
And then they
And
fucking
life in
love-
general.
Yeah.
Life in general.
Oh, did y'all hear about Jerry Stiller
Too bad you
recently?
don't follow.
Oh yeah, Ben Stiller's father passed away a couple days ago
And if
Just
you
yesterday, right?
at 93.
It'd be like that sometimes.
if you ever seen anything with Jerry Stiller, you'd know that he was actually also a great comedian back in the day, as well as now recently.
be like that.
He came out in he's come out in quite a few movies. He came out in Zoolander.
Oh really?
Yeah, he played what's his name?
I don't know why I didn't really like
He-
Zoolander.
He played Ben Stiller's talent agent.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't
That
Will
was
Ferrell have
him?
some
That
weird
was
hair
him.
in that movie or something?
And then his mom is also in that movie. She throws an egg at Mugatu at the very beginning. Both of the parents are actually funny story about Ben Stiller. I don't know how we got here, but both of his parents are actually comedians. That's how they met, and he ended up becoming a comedian. And now they're both dead. Did what?
Well,
What a
rest in
way
peace to
Life works.
Jerry Stiller,
Jerry Stiller, dude.
great comedian, very funny.
They
perfect.
What else you been watching, Nick?
I just watched that Bandersnatch movie.
You just watched it?
Dude, I spent
I
like 2
haven't-
hours on that, going through all the endings, bro.
You did every ending.
Yeah.
The one where he like fights.
Hold
the
on,
fucking-
shut up! I haven't watched it.
Oh, shit, my bad, my bad.
Oh,
Dude,
that
what?
shit came out 2
Okay.
years ago. And
Shut up!
Three, I think
you
it was like
just
3
you
years
just watched
I know, but
it.
still, I can roast you now.
Dude, look, it's been on my list. The reason why I haven't watched it yet is because I really like Black Mirror itself, like the actual show. So
Wait, have they come up with a new season?
Not yet. Did you see it? Okay, did you hear the quote?
Jaden, what's your favorite
one of the writers of the show said?
What?
He said it was low-key kind of like dude, just like it was like shut up, bro. Like it was like fucking stupid.
Shut up,
What did
man.
he say?
Yeah, that's literally he said. Like people were like, oh man, drop that new season. We're all in quarantine, and he's just like, man, I would. He's like, but like, he's like, honestly, he's like the real world is scarier than these episodes right now. Or something like that because of the virus. He's like, yeah. He's like, honestly, like the real world's like kind of like a Black Mirror episode right now.
Shut the fuck
And I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here,
It's
bro.
not that deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
Have make a fucking show for us.
Have they already like filmed the episodes? and
No,
everything?
I think he was just capping. I think he was making some excuse. I'm like, oh, I haven't done shit yet. I bet you they haven't filmed. Like, there's no way. This dude's capping, bro.
Fuck, dude.
Capping.
Let me ask you this though: Twilight Zone or Black Mirror?
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Wait,
I say the Twilight.
Twilight Zone original or?
Original, yeah, not the new one. That one's horse shit.
Not the new.
That one's stinky, smelly horse
Is
shit.
that the one direct or like not direct?
That's the one by Jordan Peele.
Jordan
where he's
Peele, yeah.
They're in the
He
Twilight
just
Zone.
talks real quick. And
I heard the new episodes are just like bad, but the original ones for their
The
time
original-
in the '60s.
Those are really
They're
good.
kind of trippy, dude. I saw one where
I
like
heard the
that was
best
last
season
man
is
on it.
season 4 because that one they extended the episodes to an hour, and that's like the least watched season because like it aired on a different channel, so it's hard to find season 4 of the Twilight Zone. But I hear that's one of the best ones.
I
dude.
wanna watch the original.
Well, we'll come back to this, dude. We should do a whole episode on Black Mirror versus the
But
Twilight
Black
Zone.
Mirror-
'Cause I feel like
that
y'all
is a
haven't-
good episode.
Y'all haven't watched a lot of the Twilight Zone.
Did y'all ever
Don't
see?
tell me, bro. Tell that to them.
Did y'all ever see that
Well,
episode?
Well,
No, I've seen the
we'll
Twilight
refresh
Zone.
our minds a
I
bit.
tell that
about
to
it.
Jaden.
I've seen plenty of it.
Did y'all ever see
Shut
that?
the fuck up.
Shut
Of the original Twilight
Alright,
Zone?
Did you see the one where the freaking power started going out in the town and the people freaked out?
They started thinking everybody was a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Or
one.
that
I've seen
episode
one.
where that lady's being like tortured by this freaking little alien man, but it's like an astronaut landing on a planet,
That one. No.
and the lady was the alien.
I saw one where the guy was like the last man on Earth.
Yeah,
Or like
that's a good.
Oh,
That
and his
one,
glasses
yeah.
break.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you, for their time, dude. Because
was
think
really
about it, it's
good.
easy to not easy to make Black Mirror, but it's obviously a totally different storytelling. Because the '60s were a totally different era, and now like the 2010s, Black Mirror is in a totally. It's more of like AI and like
Yeah.
humans connecting.
Did y'all
Striking
ever-
Vipers.
Oh, shut up! I didn't
Dude,
like.
stop! I watched that
wow.
shit with them, and I was like, dude, oh!
What
did
did
they do?
What would you do? Loki's Striking Vipers is based off a Twilight episode that like in season 4 or something.
I mean, respect, bro. Pay homage.
No, I
They
remember
did.
when that was happening.
Kiss your homie.
Remember that? Me and Marco called it. We were like, he's gonna kiss him. And Nick's like, no, they're probably just gonna like get in an argument or something.
Yeah.
And then it happened. Nick's like, how did y'all know that?
Fucking kiss me.
She
man.
was on top of him and shit.
When they started when they
hold up.
started getting really intimate.
That's all. We gotta save this for the Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Black Mirror episode.
Is it gay though?
Yes, it's.
Yes, it's gay.
Yes,
It's gay.
Look,
I guess
you
it's
can
gay.
you can go into an AI body, but Jaden and I can both go into a video game and make out. But it's the intention and what you want to do with it.
And who's
alright?
behind it?
When we come out of the game, we both still did that and had feelings.
1 second.
All right, being gay is a feeling and
what if-
sexuality.
But what if Jaden was the female? And what if like you just wanted to get some quick top? Because you've been dry for a while, Nick.
I think it's gay, dude.
Stop making these ridiculous ultimates.
I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I would do it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't do it. I just like dropping.
Go back in time.
I like dropping hot takes. I rewatched Scott Pilgrim versus the World just because I love that.
That's a pretty good movie, yeah.
Dude, that's like, in all honesty, there's probably movies that are more like well written structurally and like that are more like I guess mature and more respected by like the Oscars and like all the critics and whatever. But that movie is like one of my top 5 of all time. I love that movie. I absolutely adore The Pilgrim.
You have to go.
No, Marco's gonna give my ass up. I was supposed to bring him something. He was all like, "Can you bring me something?" I was like, "Nah, we're in the middle of a podcast."
But I rewatched that. What else did I do?
No, I think going on Scott Pilgrim really quick. It's really just like a unique movie because it's literally like a comic book that's just made into a movie.
Like, watch
Yeah,
that.
As like
I
precise
love-
as it could be.
It is very precise. Like I love how they do the scene where he goes up to her at the party for the first time and they show them like standing at the wall. Like literally, that's exactly how it is in the.
Or like even the
panels.
movie, and this is like a quirk of the director, but there's always like little sound effects in the back
Yeah, I love all that.
where he's just like like freaking.
Or like the P bar.
Oh yeah,
No, just like branding.
that was funny.
Classic movie, man.
Have you seen Ready Player One?
I've watched.
I have.
Yeah, I read the book first, and I think that ruined the movie for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. Well, there was times where the book was kind of dry, where like, but I don't know. The movie's pretty cool.
Hearing
Steven
Scott Pilgrim
Spielberg's-
reminded me of Ready Player One.
I'm also. Did I say Bob's Burgers? I was rewatching that. I'm rewatching Bob's Burgers.
Nice.
It's a great show.
Never seen it.
It's a really good show, dude.
I've heard it's good.
It's,
I
one,
remember
it's
it
one of those shows where they're on their 11th season now. It isn't.
Damn, really?
It hasn't dropped in quality like.
Holy shit! I didn't know they'd done
Much.
that.
Kind of like
movie.
The Simpsons. I think they're still making Simpsons too.
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of like Hulu and FX. I finished Atlanta, the second season, dude. It's really, really good.
It's more in depth.
Yeah, it's a lot more darker and grim.
It's a lot more of a character study too.
Yeah, the
I would
whole.
say.
It was a good show. I would love to do like a video essay on Atlanta, just talking about it and everything. But if you're a fan of Donald Glover and his work in like film and television, I definitely would watch it, and just rap in general. And speaking of rap and TV shows, I also watched Dave, which is a new show that came out
Lil
I think
Dicky.
last month. Yeah, Lil Dicky's TV show. That 32-year-old rapper, dude, he hasn't dropped music since like 2015, bro.
Really?
Yeah, he needs a new.
Well, actually, he dropped that
What
one
I'm-
about Earth.
Yeah,
Earth.
what I'm hoping
Earth.
is he drops like something this year to go along with the TV show. Because people want him to make more music, and I guess he's been working on this TV show.
His freestyle
But it's
is
pretty
fucking
good.
fire,
it's,
dog.
it's definitely not like a copycat of Atlanta. It's a lot more lighthearted and funny, but there's like some scenes where it's like it gets real. Like this one dude, there's a whole scene of like him like realizing he has bipolar disorder, and then there's like this scene where like he and his girlfriend get into a fight and stuff. It's pretty good. It's like a good mix of like sad and like lightheartedness, and the music's pretty good too.
He can freestyle, dude. He's
Yeah. No, do you know Taco Bennett? Taco from Odd Future. Oh, dude, there's Can you see him in the background?
probably
I
not.
hope not.
There's a Sasquatch walking around outside.
Ruined the vibes.
Hey, you talk about who?
Taco from Odd Future. He's in it.
In
He's
what? Oh, he is.
in the show. He's Lil Dicky's producer.
Intriguing.
And then Andrew Santino, you know him? He's a comedian.
I'm sure if I saw him, I would
He's like a
recognize him.
ginger dude with a beard, like very recognizable. But he's in it too. Oh, and there's a lot of like cameos. Young Thug's in it. Gunna, YG, Justin Bieber.
Was that Marshmallow dude?
Yeah, Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, Taco is drunk at a party. He's like, bro, take this mask off, little bitch. Like, and then fucking Marshmallow just like headbutts him. He's like, oh fuck.
What the hell?
It's pretty funny. It's a good show. I'd watch it. Dude, in the last episode, he goes on Sway in the Morning, and they just start
Really?
making fun of him, and then he just starts freestyling, and it's like, oh. I'd watch it, dude. Dude, how about by the end of this episode, we'll have everyone kind of watch a show everyone's recommended. So I'm definitely gonna watch The Lighthouse. Let me put that on my.
Wait, a show or a movie? Or either one?
There's a
I've
Lighthouse
only
show.
been talking about movies. I've
Lighthouse
only been
is a
watching
movie.
movies recently. Not
That's
really
it?
many shows. Actually, there's one show that I watched. It's called Kim's Convenience.
Kim's Convenience.
Yeah,
Is it about
it's on
Kim
Netflix.
Jong-un?
No, it's about
Oh, dude, we didn't even talk about that. Dude.
It's about this family that lives in Canada and they're like Korean and they own like a convenience store. It's a sitcom, but like I enjoy it because it's just
Are
like
they Asian?
I
Yeah.
always watching Asian shows.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw that dude.
Yeah,
watch
you
it.
are.
It's-
Remember that one movie?
Don't get me wrong, Asian
Always
makes
Be My
very
Baby?
good. I mean, Parasite was filmed in the fucking year last year.
well, like the family's Korean and they live in Canada. It's just about them. It's just a sitcom and it's like pretty funny too.
Train to Busan was pretty good.
That's a good movie.
That's a really good.
Old Boy was really good.
I haven't watched that yet, but I've seen scenes where he's taking this dude's teeth out with a hammer.
Wait, which one? The original or the new one?
How old's the original?
2001, I think.
Probably the original.
Not the one with Josh Brolin, right?
Oh yeah.
That one's fucking shit.
Oh, I'm rewatching all the Harry Potters. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen them all?
Watch the original.
I've only seen the one
It's
where
way-
he pulls up on the giant snake.
Damn, for real, dude, you're missing out on a really good like.
That's the fucking first.
No,
That's the second
like
one.
It's like the second or third. Yeah.
The second one, Chambers.
Dude, I like the snake, and then there's like the ghost girl.
Yeah, the Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah, she kind of bad.
Damn, dude, is that like a euphemism? Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
That's her name. That's what
Look
they
her
call
up,
her.
bro. She be moaning, dog.
It's like she was an old student at Hogwarts. Students used to go in there and give her that smeat.
Exactly.
Used to give her that magic wand, you know what I'm saying, Potter?
Jeez, bro.
Just give her that hound pound, you know?
What do British people like describe sex as?
Give it a good pounding. Yeah.
How do we
give
get
it a
to these
queen's moaning.
conversations?
It's because Nick hasn't busted in 2 days. He's building up all that horny energy.
2 days, dog. Really?
Yeah, dude.
It's not Nick is.
Dude, everything about me is gonna increase by 50. My comedy.
Nick's a fucking
my
hornball, bro.
Give it the dildo bang.
Yeah, around a bunch of dudes, I'm freaking horny right now, dude.
Oh, that's kind of.
Hey, don't get close to me, bro. I might bust.
This is,
I'm
this,
gonna-
this is
I'm
what y'all
fucking-
talk about on the
I'm
conference.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm telling the dudes I'm fucking horny, man. I'm
No,
gonna,
no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
clip that one.
No, not right where go back 2 seconds earlier when I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna clip just that.
Bro,
Use that in
oh,
context.
I hate that
Horny
you're the
around
fucking
that.
editor, bro. You can ruin my career. Hack
Okay.
you, bro.
Well,
Anyways,
what's a show that you would recommend, Nick?
like I said, I would recommend either Chernobyl if you want a really good
Or Dave?
drama. And it's also really scary because it really happened, dude. Like when I was watching it, I would get like a little bit of anxiety just like realizing that this happened.
Well, it happened again in the 2011 in Japan.
Oh
A
yeah.
tsunami hit a
Oh,
radiator.
yeah.
And actually, the guy who owned the company, because he found out that I think 11 people died, and the response team, they found him like 3 weeks after the event happened. He'd killed himself because he was embarrassed.
Have y'all seen that new show, Hollywood?
I
Oh,
saw
I've
it
heard
came
of
out,
that.
but I
Is
have
it
not
out?
watched.
Yeah, it's out already.
Oh wow.
It just dropped. I think.
I hear my friend
That's
he
your
watched it and he said there's like a lot of like
Is that your recommendation?
like he says it's a good show, but there's like so many like hints towards like homosexuality like in the 40s, and he like
It's like bring the car around. It's like okay.
like you know like when like movies they don't like openly say
It's not
like
my car,
if
man.
someone's gay, it's just kind of assumed or like interpreted like, oh, they could be gay. Like he says there's like a lot of like hints towards like homosexuality.
Oh, like that movie Airplane, when like the pilot's like obviously gay. Or like he's also a child molester.
What?
You've never seen Airplane? That
It's
comedy?
been years, dude, since
He-
I've seen that show.
so, like,
I know they made 2. I've
bring-
seen both of them.
They made 3 actually. He brings a
3?
kid. Yeah, he brings a kid up with him into the fucking into the cockpit, and he was just like, "Son, have you ever seen a Turkish prison? And like, have you ever seen a naked man?" And he just keeps asking the kid fucking like gay as shit.
That's weird.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is also the co-pilot. Shout out Kareem.
Give
My
me the
shows,
God Kareem.
for drama and real and nonfiction, I recommend Chernobyl. You can watch it on HBO if you have a subscription. For drama comedy, I would watch Dave. And then for a movie, I'd watch Police Academy. That shit makes me laugh. I watched that with Christian, dude.
Bro, I've been showing you a lot of good movies. We
We
need to
weren't
hop
even
back
like
on.
drinking or anything. We just sat there and watched it with some Popeyes.
That's
all
how you
that
do it.
chicken
That's how
grease,
you
bro.
do it,
Bro,
bro.
I've been trying to show Nick like all the movies lately, but
Mouth dry as hell from the biscuits.
with final weeks going on, with finals going on this week or the past few weeks, it's been really hard to find time for me and Nick to get back in our regular schedule of watching movies. But hopefully we can start that again. I got a bunch of new movies to
We
recommend.
were talking about doing like a live movie watch on this. It would probably would get taken down for copyright or some shit, but we don't even monetize anyways. But we'd set a TV up here and just watch it. It's really chill.
Either Blazing Saddles, The Heartbreak Kid. Have you heard Robin Hood Men in Tights? That's another Mel Gibson. No, that's another Mel Gibson one. It's kind of like Blazing Saddles.
Who else is in there? I
Dave
think
Chappelle-
Dave Chappelle's in it. Yeah.
He comes out
Really?
he comes out as this African guy. He's like, my name's a Chew. Another good one, The Heartbreak Kid. That's with Ben Stiller and Jerry Stiller. It's about this guy who gets married after 6 weeks of dating a girl,
Sounds
and
like 90 Day Fiance. pretty
he
much.
he ends up finding out all this stuff about her. Like she's in like $70,000 debt and has a cocaine addiction. All this,
Jesus.
she's homeless. He finds out all this stuff about her afterwards, and while he's on his honeymoon, he finds another girl that he likes, and it's a good movie.
Sounds good.
Another one, There's Something About Mary. That's another one we gotta watch. But as far as my recommendations for y'all, I would say Boulevard. That's a good movie about independence in the Americas. He like liberates all of the American world. Narcos. It's a really good show.
Oh, I want to start Narcos. I just have a list of movies.
What's
that
your
I wanna start.
recommendations, dude?
Movies.
Always Be My Maybe.
Dude said Harry
That's a
Potter.
good movie. I was
That
like,
actually is a good movie.
I didn't think it was
and The
gonna
Interview.
be just a bunch of Asian movies.
It's like, did you just defecate? It's like, no, it was that guy.
He was a cameraman.
It's like he just shit himself.
He has a butthole.
He has a butt.
Recommend Extraction. That movie's been on my mind a lot.
Anything else?
You're just sitting there thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Cause I love the fight scenes in it, dude. They're
Oh,
just
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, I love
pretty-
the choreographer.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, yeah.
He's.
What you looking?
I hated the choreography for Black Panther. I'm gonna be honest. I thought those fight scenes looked like shit most of the time. But Black Panther pulled off way better moves in Civil War, and this is the same choreographer from there. And I thought he did an amazing job with what he was presented.
Word.
What the fuck?
Jaden got scared of it.
Yeah, Jaden, his eyes
Oh.
opened up.
Oh, so we gotta talk about some news.
Casablanca, bro.
Hold on.
He got scared of
That's
this.
a good movie.
Oh wait, have you seen Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson?
No.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
one
really
Anne
good.
Hathaway?
It's a really good. No, it's. I think it's Rachel McAdams.
Beautiful.
You seen
No,
the-
but yeah, she's in there, and it's really good. It's about like.
She in Forrest Gump. No,
No,
No.
who plays Jenny?
it's not Rachel McAdams, dog.
Some no-name
Go to
actress.
come.
But you just look up
Shut
frogs.
the
It's
fuck
like
up.
pop up on my. Look at this one.
Hold on, hold
What'd you that do? Bit you, bro.
Punch him.
Jenny.
Oh, Book of Eli. I know you saw that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good
Jenny,
movie. Good
give me
movie.
it.
Dude, that ending, dude.
And you saw Good Will
That's a
Hunting
good
as well.
Oh, that's a really good.
I watched
classic
Good Will
movie.
Hunting. That is a
That's a
great
classic movie, bro.
God, dude.
What
Big
comes
Ed.
out in that one? Robin Williams
And
Matt Damon, right?
Matt Damon, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Dude, Big Ed looks like Augustus Gloop if he grew up. You know
No,
what I'm talking about?
He didn't grow up. He died in chocolate.
He didn't die. He just
He died in.
No, I meant like he,
in the
probably,
kids version.
he probably died like of diabetes or something.
Yeah, probably. Jesus.
Okay, the
Give that guy some sugar-free
bro,
chocolate.
hold on. I still got movies I haven't got to on my list that I've watched.
God damn.
Hold on, bro, we gotta talk about
y'all
this.
keep getting sidetracked, bro.
Dude, I only have like 4 or 5 more.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'll go real quick. I watched for the first time an old movie. I think it came out like in the 90s. I watched Ace Ventura.
That's a really good
Pet
one.
Detective.
When he steals a fucking dolphin.
My
Isn't
first
that the
time
one where he's in
watching
the
it.
elephant's ass?
That's
Yeah.
number 2, I think.
No, number 2 is
And he
really
comes
good.
out, he's like, ugh! And they're like, that movie's.
Tommy Davidson from In Living Color comes out in that one. The guy from Booty Call.
Oh yeah.
He comes out as a white devil. He's like, ah.
Dude, Jim Carrey is a legend.
I heard he was really
I
good.
heard
in
people
Sonic.
like are saying after the Sonic movie, he's going back to like his old like acting ways of like funny.
You know,
like,
Sonic was actually really good.
I need
Like,
to
Really?
watch that too.
Yeah, it was.
because Jim Carrey does very well in that movie, bro. He makes the movie, to be honest with you.
I saw the first like 10 minutes on Rotten Tomatoes. They showed it on IGTV. It looked pretty good.
I watched Candyman.
Candyman. Is that
Old
about
horror
the
It's a
movie
horror, right?
from the 80s, I think. It's-
Candyman.
It's the one where Jordan Peele and like other people are like remaking it. It
Oh,
was
God.
gonna come
You
out
got
this
the new
year. No.
Oh,
It was gonna come out this year, but I think it's been pushed back, delayed, like everything else. But no, yeah, I watched the original because I just never seen it, and they made 3 of them. I heard the other 2 are not as good, but the first one was pretty good actually. It still I think holds up to today.
that's crazy.
I like watching classic slashers.
Yeah, they're good, dude. Friday the 13th Part 2 is really good.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
A lot of nudity in early 80s movies too, man.
Well, yeah, it was cooler back then.
What's
That
the
is
guy's
true.
name that? Oh, sorry, continue.
Who?
The one who plays
Oh yeah, I watched for the first time The Curious Case of Benjamin
It's a good
Button.
movie.
Have you heard that
Isn't that
movie?
where that old lady's like smashing a baby?
No, what?
Wait, hold up.
'Cause
What
he's
the
aging
fuck are you talking
backwards. Because the lady he marries, by the time she's like 70, he's like 12, and they're still married.
Well, she.
What is this dude on about?
No.
No, bro, you watched the movie.
I did. You're off. It's
Tell me what happened.
Okay, so it's
Swear to God.
Wait,
It's a
real quick. What's the
movie-
actor's name? Because I'm trying to remember what. his
Brad
name-
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. That's
It's
what it
Because he ages back.
I actually did not know it was Brad Pitt. I saw this movie I didn't see it. I just saw trailers of it when it first came out in 2012. And it's pretty much just about guy has a rare disease. It is a real disease, but it does not happen the way it appears in the movie. It's exaggerated a lot.
He's just born wrinkled.
Pretty much in real life what it does. It just they're born
He's born
wrinkly.
with extra skin.
And most of the people only live to the most at their like late teens to like 20s at the most. He lived like an entire life in this movie, but it's very interesting. He's born and he just looks very old, even though he's only like 5, 6, 7 years old. But he pretty much just ages in reverse. Yeah, and it's pretty interesting because he meets. It is creepy at first. I mean, it's not creepy because he is like that age. It just comes off weird if you don't know he's young. Because like he meets a girl that's like 10 years old and he's technically like 10, 11, 12 as well. But he looks like he's like 80 and he's just like. And he's like likes her, but they're the same age. It just he looks old. That's all. That's the only thing.
So that means when he technically turns
like 60, he looks like he's in his 30s.
Yeah. Oh no. It's like when he turns. So when he's like 10,
So like
he looks like
if he looks
80.
like us now, we would be like 60.
If he looks
So if
like
he's
us?
60 now, and then he looks like he's in his 20s, because
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay.
So when they meet up at like around the middle of their lifetime, they both look the same.
Mm-hmm.
So like when he's like in his like 35, 40, like they both look exactly the same because they're middle aged. Like they both look fine. And then they have a kid, and then he starts saying like, "Oh, I have to leave." He's like, "Because eventually I'm gonna start being too young, like to raise like the daughter, and you're gonna have to raise me as well because I'm gonna be so young."
I'm gonna be shitting myself.
And so when he looks like he's like 10 years old, he has like dementia and shit because he's like an old man, but he looks like a 10-year-old boy. And then he dies like being like an infant.
Damn.
It's pretty interesting.
It's like a movie where you ever heard that other movie, The Age of Adeline?
I've
About a
heard of
girl
it, but
who,
I've never seen it.
Her car crashes and she gets struck by lightning and she never ages.
Oh God.
And she comes out she's looking great. It's
She bad?
It's Blake Lively.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, she's pretty. But yeah.
I have my last movie that I watched for the first time. I watched Her with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, Nick
Normally,
recommended that
fucks
one to
his
me.
iPhone.
Yeah, it's the one where he falls in
Does
love
he
with his
smash
phone.
by like plugging his phone into charge?
I don't think so. I think he literally just. It's so.
He doesn't actually. Wait, don't spoil it.
You've
'Cause
seen it, right?
No,
Oh, well, you recommended it
I did.
to one of them. They just said you
Probably just because it
recommended
looked
to them.
good.
Oh well, am I the only one that's seen that?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Don't spoil it because we didn't.
You haven't seen
spoil-
Her?
We
I
didn't,
thought you've seen it. I could have sworn you put it on my recommended list of movies that I should watch.
really.
Okay, well I won't
think.
spoil it.
Just tell me if like generally how you felt about it.
It was pretty good. It's
I think it's
it's I would give it like a solid 8 maybe. I think it definitely is good. It's it makes you think. It's pretty much like one of those movies where you're like it's asking the question of what like makes a relationship a relationship. It's the same way like a question today people would debate. Some people would
Black
debate
Mirror-y,
a little bit.
'cause
Yeah,
It's like AI
kinda.
dating people.
It's kind of like in like
if you
how
were-
because it's like it's
Your
not
Roomba. It's like if you started dating your vacuum.
it's not a distant
No, it's
God damn, let the dude speak, dog.
it's not a distant future. It's like a near future. So it's like maybe like 10 years in the future. It's supposed to be like a near future, not like a crazy
I
distant.
can see 10 years.
like
in the
a Blade
Yeah.
Runner.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be something crazy.
Star
future type
Wars.
shit. It's like everything still looks the same. It's just AI has advanced to a point where when you talk to it, it's like you're talking to a real person. Like they're very sounds like a real person
Yeah,
talking.
like
and
there's
stuff like
Alexas
that.
and Google's. I have a Google Home.
Yeah.
She reads me.
She
nighttime
sounds-
stories.
No, but I mean, like, this is literally like you'll be like, hey, like Google, like, can you read my email? And it's like, oh yeah, I got you, fam. And it's like, and then like the AI will try and learn
Your
how to
personality.
become more, your personality, but then also how to become more like a real person, so they can feel like
There's a
bond
word
with
for
you.
that where like the more like pretty much with iPhones, the more you use them, it learns how you use it and like adjusts your battery levels to like you specifically. So it's like tailored to you.
Yeah,
So that it's pretty
But,
much like
like,
that with
wait, you mean adaptive AI?
this would be more so like
Probably.
if you ask Siri a question and she literally says like she's like makes a sound where she's exhaling or something. Like she's like, and then she'll tell you something.
Want burritos? Oh, I recommend that new place.
Koba
what is it?
Bob.
And she says,
Koba Bob's.
Koba Bob's.
saying stuff like breathing in, because he even says at one point he's like, why do you make that breathing sound? He's like, you don't need to breathe, like why are you making it? And they're like, oh, I just thought it would make me seem more real or something like that. And it makes you
And do they like crack jokes too?
yeah,
There's
They
like,
have
you want
feelings?
queso on your burrito?
they have feelings. But I don't want to spoil the ending. Okay, it gets weird at the end a little bit, not weird as in like Lighthouse.
I kind of want
weird.
to. No.
It's very tame weird, but it makes you really question what makes a relationship a relationship. That's what I'll say. It's definitely it's a decent film.
There's a Twilight episode actually where like a guy's like trapped. He's in prison but on a different planet, and they send him a gift, and it's like it's a robot, like a girl, but like she seems completely real, kind of like you were explaining. And it's like he gets attached to it. It's just another Twilight episode.
Maybe that's how it be.
Tear up my circuits.
Oh God.
No, I saw this other movie that was like a really good character study as well. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty with Ben
Oh,
Stiller.
that's a good movie.
That one's really good.
That's a really good movie.
I like how like at the beginning, it kind of shows at the beginning he kind of daydreams a lot because he doesn't have much of a life.
Yeah.
By the end, he doesn't have any daydreaming going on because he's lived a lot of crazy experiences by that point.
Yeah. It's a good life movie.
It is.
So we got to talk about some news first.
First, after we got through all the movies.
Talk about some news last.
We're like 2 hours into the.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to react to this first one because honestly, it's not really that
5
newsworthy.
seconds?
I don't give a shit. 13 Reasons Why is finally ending on its 4th season.
Yes! No, I'm just kidding.
All right, good. That's all we need.
Wait, it has 4 fucking seasons?
I even commented under the post on Netflix. I was like, bro, this shit should have ended like 3 seasons ago, bro.
Dude, it was 5 to 1.
Let me write a Yelp review.
I do be writing reviews, bro.
Wait, what was that one review you wrote where you shit on something? Wasn't that you? You said you were like,
on Yelp, a
yeah,
restaurant?
on Yelp. You got pissed, right?
Panda Express?
You
I've
wrote-
written one for Panda Express because I got there, dude, and my food wasn't ready. And I'm like, oh, we'll make it now. And like, I came here during lunch so it would be ready. And then the lunch rush came in, and then it took even longer to get my order. I got out, dude, my thumbs got to work.
Them thumbs on fire.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
My orange chicken. Yeah, anyway.
God, give us some more news.
Elon Musk had a kid with a Grimes.
Who's
Yes.
Grimes?
She's a
She's a
musical
singer.
artist.
She actually has some pretty decent songs.
Yeah.
And they freaking named her after a barcode, or named
Yeah.
him after a barcode.
Hey, how do you pronounce it?
Oh yeah. This
So I heard he got the inspiration
Kyle.
off
It's pronounced
an
as Kyle.
Xbox
That's
Live $20 gift card. Just like the code
Shut
on the back.
No, it's like
No, but seriously, he named this kid after
XAEA12.
Oh,
the
is that
default
the-
Wi-Fi password.
I never understood what those memes were. It's like XA12 on his way to
It's
work.
like-
That's
introducing yourself.
what they named their son. I know the A12 comes from the SR-17 Blackbird. They named him like.
They say the
something after
AE
that.
is Ash in like Greek. So and then
Yeah,
the
that's
X
right.
is just an X, so it's like Sash A12.
They say it's pronounced
I
as
don't know.
Kyle.
They're trying to be
though.
quirky. That's great. I didn't even know Elon Musk had a wife again. Like
I don't even think that's his wife.
He's very private.
That's his wife?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
No.
I thought they just had a kid.
Just
Dumb,
smash this.
Jaden.
I don't keep up with the Elon
Dude,
Musk
premarital
rap.
sex, bro.
Hang on, let me tell you this real quick.
Disgusting.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Premarital hand holding? Get out of here.
Premarital looking.
Looking, bro.
Disgusting.
Oh my god.
How dare you?
Premarital.
You can't even
thoughts.
see.
Let me tell you, this is what Grimes tweeted after she.
yeah.
This is a legendary tweet. She explains how the name is said and what it means. She says, X, the unknown variable. Whatever that symbol is, the AE thing. She says, my Elven spelling of AI.
Elven.
Yeah.
Elven isn't a real language, though.
My Elven
Well,
spelling of AI, love and or artificial intelligence. A12 equals precursor to SR-17, our favorite aircraft. No weapons, no defenses, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. Heart emoji. Plus A, Archangel, my favorite song, Metal Rat. And then Elon
So, like, his
replied,
name's Metal Rat.
Elon took this whole thing where she explains like the love for the name, and then he just corrects her for saying SR-17. He says SR-71, but yes. See this?
That's right. It is a 71.
He says SR-71.
Yeah, it's our 71.
He
Blackbird.
corrects her.
Do you have a? Don't you have like a?
I have a model.
Yeah,
of it
you have a
from, I
model
got
of
from
it.
Washington at the Smithsonian.
You know why they
Shout out
decommissioned that?
Smithsonian.
They decommissioned it because once it would take off, it took so much fuel, and it was like just.
Isn't
a
that
lot
the
of
plane
money.
that can go from like New York to LA in like a record time?
Yeah, in record time, and it like flies really.
Dude, that's the
high.
plane that you play in Black Ops. Remember the freaking the first mission?
The Blackbird.
Yeah, the Blackbird. It's like
I
one
like
of the first
blackbirds.
missions.
Wait, so what? So wait, what's the record time?
I don't know, but it's like one of the fastest aircrafts ever.
What's
You'd
the
love to
speed?
see
Like
it.
Mach?
I have no idea, dude, but I know it's like record. Like,
Oh,
Wait,
and Tesla might. It reopened its factory in Alameda, California, but it might move to either Nevada or Texas. Which, if you don't know, this podcast is based in Texas, so that'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That'd give our state some even more clout than we already have.
Speaking of Alameda, California, they added Den of Thieves to Netflix. What do you think about that?
That's a good movie,
Den of Thieves.
dude. I would watch it.
It's like, have you seen Heat? That bank robbing movie from the 90s with Robert De Niro.
I have not.
And who else is in there?
Al
Pacino, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro.
Joe Pesci kind of bad.
Pal Pacino. Emperor Pal Pacino.
They all come out. I think that was also a Scorsese movie. I'm not sure.
Emperor Supreme Pal Pacino.
You got any more news for us? What?
The Doja Cat
Ooh, this must be
news.
good.
Oh,
my
fuck.
God.
Hang on. Nick, what happened?
So a couple weeks ago. Well, okay, first a couple months.
Oh, was this the thing that you were pissed off
Couple
about?
months ago.
Like you were like,
I was a little
Doja Cat.
heated last night on Xbox.
Nick was throwing hands.
Doja Cat said, if my song Say So, which is a really like famous song they got on TikTok, she remixed it with Nicki Minaj.
Okay, so Doja Cat said what?
She said, if y'all get Say So to #1 on the billboards, I'll show my tits
Really
super
hard.
real hard or some shit like
Oh
that.
my
I'll show my
God.
Super real hard.
Oh my
Real
God.
hard, something like that. I don't know.
What?
I'll
It's
show my
verbatim.
boobs really hard.
So you were like, holy shit, I need to see these things. Let me stream the song.
And everybody streamed it because everybody knew about this challenge.
Damn.
And then when it got to #1, she was like, nah.
Oh, it made #1.
She's on IG Live and she's like, y'all got played.
Is that
I'm not
quotes?
showing you my tits.
Oh shit, Nick.
So we've been bamboozled, we've been hoodwinked, we've been duped, crisscrossed, flim-flammed. Any other word for... Hold up, I pulled
Stephen A.
up a
Smith.
bunch of synonyms for
We've been bamboozled,
for tricks,
hoodwinked,
been misled,
and flat out deceived.
we've been diddled. That's a word for tricked. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So you're pissed.
I'm a little mad because I...
You wanted to see him.
Yeah!
I wanted to see it. Everybody wanted
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't care. We don't care.
No, did you see it?
No,
If you
dude,
were watching
but
your
Doja Cat versus the internet. Internet wins every time. I've never seen a time where the internet isn't... The internet
Just give
is-
it time.
You
Just
didn't
give
see
it
what
time.
happened?
The internet is in like a freaking streak of wins, bro. You
Look, I'm
can't-
gonna tell you right now. I guarantee you, next time she drops a song, people gonna boycott it, bro. No one's listening to that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
That's what they said
internet-
about Tekashi, and he's #1 right now, so...
People said that.
Everybody's like, I'm not gonna listen to him, he's a rat.
His address got leaked
People
twice.
people saying that are like 12-year-olds in middle school calling him a rat. Like,
a rat, bro.
but it's all
forever.
Dude, they leaked his address twice already.
I know.
What the hell?
Like,
How?
cause some
mad.
girl apparently like lived across from him, and she like recorded a video, and she was like, "There's this like weird man with like rainbow hair," and it, like you could tell it was 6'9".
And then there's another video, and she's like, there's another girl, and
They
she's
go to
like,
the
oh my
gate.
god,
Yeah.
6'9" is living right next door, and she like turned the camera, he's filming his music video. You just see him like dancing outside.
bro.
Man, you know, he directed, writ, and did everything for that video.
That's cool.
So,
Wait, so
Dude, a
is he free
freaking
now?
visionary, bro.
Yeah, he's free.
I know he got released, but wasn't it? Was he released due to like the coronavirus thing, or was he actually like out now for good?
he's released, and he's gonna be out for good.
So he just has like house arrest now, and once that's done, he's good.
Yep. Well, he'll predict.
And look, people are saying he's a rat, but let me just defend him.
People who
Because
listen to him are.
because
He
I'm
pretty much-
gonna tell y'all right now, your OG rat is right here.
Yeah.
Nick has been the rat for years. The rat boy,
Going on 4.
Rat King,
don't
Remy
care.
himself
I'm not a rat.
from Ratatouille. We got him right
Pied
here.
Piper.
Remy's cousin Nick is right here.
What it do, baby?
So he knows what he's talking about right now.
Pretty much when he was in court and he snitched on all these people, there were people that like pretty much like imagine you have friends where they just treat you like shit. They lie to you,
I'm used
smashed
to
your
it.
girl behind your back.
Yeah.
They stole from you.
Kidnapped and tortured you on video.
Yeah, they do all this bad shit to you, and then you go in court and you're expected to like bite your tongue, like, and then after you freaking save these guys that aren't even like your real friends, you go to jail for 40 years. So all these dudes, they're gonna bang you. What you choosing, bro?
That's crazy.
Everybody would have chose what 6'9".
Put away
would've
all
chose.
these people. Yeah, I know. The people that are saying like, bro, he's a rat. When they were put in his shoes, they most likely would also snitch.
And people are like, no, I got my friends to the end of the year. And like,
And snitch is just like a mean word for tell the truth. I mean, like, let's be honest.
I mean, if you're a bitch, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
okay, would you snitch on your plug just because?
No.
Exactly.
Well, because like that dude's chill.
That
What has he done to me?
What if he fucked a?
Well, snitching is snitching. There's no excuse for that. But what he did wasn't exactly
I feel like
snitching.
snitching is also another thing, another byproduct of like gangs and stuff, and it's
Snitch
just kind of
culture.
yeah, snitch culture.
Snitch
It
culture.
used to be a thing that
This sounds
in
dumb as
between
fuck, bro.
in between gangs, like
Culture,
oh no snitching,
snitch
snitches
culture.
get stitches, and that became a saying, and it just
We live in a society where snitching has become normalized, and it's disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting.
You've never seen that? They did a whole episode on the Boondocks about snitch culture.
Dude, I'm just.
It sounds so stupid.
No, because like in the episode, like everybody's getting robbed from house to house, and then like the black.
I didn't even know we were living in snitch culture. I was just fucking around.
It's a real
I
thing.
said you were watching Harry Potter.
The snitch.
Gold
Yeah,
love gold
that's
balls.
snitch culture, bro.
Damn,
That's snitch
bro.
culture.
I got the snitch.
Hey, bro, that was back in the day.
Culture's
though.
a snitch.
That was back in the day.
Damn.
No, but if you did see that episode of the Boondocks, they go over it in a lot of detail. Basically, everybody's like, "No, we're not gonna snitch," and then it happens to them, and they're all like, "Who did this? I want to find out who did this." And then basically, it just shows everybody's a hypocrite.
Yeah. Okay. So look,
You're not gonna.
if you saw your friend cheating on his girlfriend, you wouldn't snitch, right? I'm just gonna assume that.
Wait, what?
Wait, I probably would.
Give me a scenario.
Okay, hold on,
Give me a
hold
scenario
on.
where
So
you-
if I caught my
give me
friend
a
cheating,
scenario. No, forget that. Give me a scenario where he just for sure wouldn't snitch.
I mean, it depends on
Let's
the
say-
situation. You have to give me
Yeah.
some.
Let's say I murdered somebody. Nobody would talk about that.
shit, fucking murder, of course. Like,
Dude.
what the hell? I want to be next to you.
If I'm I'm
Actually,
questioning.
never mind. No, yeah.
You-
If I'm questioned, I'm not gonna openly come out. and be
Exactly.
Like, yo, dude, this
He
happened.
killed him.
But if I'm questioned, I'm not. I mean, like,
Now just imagine you're the one in the other person's in the other person's shoe where you want to find out who did it, but they're all like, "Oh well, I'm not gonna snitch," and like you stand by not snitching. You know what I'm saying?
There's a difference between snitching and doing what's right. There's a certain line.
why would you not tell somebody that Christian killed another person? Like, that's straight up. Like,
Like no
Well, the
matter if
person
you're
was
no
killing
matter
somebody
what,
else.
Bro, ride or die.
if someone's
you never heard
my
of ride or dies?
bro, shut up, dude. If any, no matter who is my friend, if you're like the closest person I am with on this earth,
Rocket
and
killed someone.
you murder somebody, bro, I'm not gonna just be like, hey, bro, you my dog though, dog.
Free my boy, bro.
You killed another innocent
16 counts
person.
of rape.
It's the dumbest thing when people say that, where they're like, "Hey, yo, free Nick, bro," and then it's just like, "Well, what did he do?" Like,
18 counts of rape.
Yeah, 18 counts of rape, like 6
murder,
murders, like,
6
Wait,
charges of
18
assault.
and it's like all this
It's a
shit,
joke, it's
and
a
it,
joke.
He would have been super dry.
it's like all this shit, bro, and they're like saying
Really?
like, yeah, bro, like he killed like a newborn baby after raping it, and it's like all this insane shit.
free-
Like, hey, yo, free my dude, bro.
I know,
He
bro.
ain't do nothing wrong, bro.
All these charges
Dude,
are
those are
on
like
him.
oblivious people.
That's how most of them are, though. Like, I can get it if it's like something like a drug charge, and it's like at,
He's like
at
a
this day and
witness.
age, unless you're like dealing something hard, like crazy hard, it's like chill out, bro. Like
Well, what's crazy
We-
hard?
like fucking like heroin,
Oh, that's
something like
weed,
that.
bro.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
no.
dude, fucking heroin's scary, bro.
I'm not scared of heroin.
Shut the fuck up. So, dude, I'm one
I
of
mean,
my.
I wouldn't do it, but it's like if other people did, it's like,
Well, so if you're not scared of it, why wouldn't you do it?
why would I want to do it?
Okay, then you're
not
scared of it.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm not scared of gay people, but that doesn't mean I want to have gay sex.
No, that's
Why do
completely.
we always
no,
turn-
hold on, that's completely different. Look, this is what I'm saying.
Nick.
No, this is why I'm scared of heroin. Like, let's say I'm chilling at like a party. If people want to do whatever the fuck they
Shoot
do,
up.
if people are, if I'm chilling here and then all the like meth addicts are over there
Yo, pass
doing
the
whatever,
needle, bro.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
give it to you.
Dude, no. Imagine I pull up on you, Nick, and I just like jam a needle in
Dude,
you.
okay, I fucking beat the hell
That's
out
what I'm saying, bro. If someone does that, I'm
Okay.
fucking like, dude, fuck off, because now I'm
And
addicted.
I'd be like,
I'm gonna be
Not only
like,
that, but it's been in other people's.
that's what I'm
bloodstream, too,
saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm. That's scary. That's what scares me.
Okay, so that's
I
a
don't
very that's a very niche scenario. That's
Doesn't
very
even
But
hit your blood
still, it's
vessels.
scary.
Like,
It's scary as hell, though.
I'm not scared of the drug
Well,
itself, but
it's
I'm scared of
scary.
the people who use the drug. That would be a
Yeah.
better way of saying it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
scared.
that's scary. Because like,
Cause like you know you're not
someone's
gonna
just coming up and unknowingly put a
Hey,
substance
bro, you don't
in
know
your
what's
body.
gonna do. You don't know what's gonna happen. Anything can happen.
The way these conversations evolve.
Look, this is what
You mean
look,
devolve.
imagine you walking downtown.
That's why I'm here.
You don't know what these crack addicts what they doing, bro. Like they
tell
pull
you
up
something.
and it's like and then it's like jamming with the needle, bro. You
I'm not
done.
gonna make that noise.
You done.
Like one night and the night
Kiss yourself
before.
goodbye.
Have you
You
seen that
done.
video of that dude? Like one night and the night before. I saw these 3 women walking down the street. Have you seen that video?
No.
Dude, hold on.
I'm pulling it up. It's important.
it's just stupid. This guy reminds me of a crack addict.
Damn, Jane, you writing in the chat?
No, I'm talking to my wing commander
How's
right now.
Cadet Kelly doing?
That's Cadet Shield.
Yeah?
Operation. My father, Larry Wayne Petty Sr.
What the hell is this?
He looks like a crack addict. I swear he's on something.
It's tired, bro.
Jane, look.
You're on camera. Say something. Last night and night before, there was 3 women walking down the street that way. I saw them. I said, hey, you 3 women, why are y'all walking down the street that way? There's nothing down there. And they flew away. I saw them were some birds.
Oh, they were so.
That's what crackheads
How did we get on the topic of crack?
They
He
was
was
some-
talking about everyone.
Did I ever tell you about that one time I was at state and I ran into a crackhead? And then it was in Waco, Texas. I was with Luke Humble.
No.
What the hell? What?
We were at a state competition for debate and science and stuff like that. And we were at this bridge in Waco, Texas. It's a famous bridge. And we were just chilling out on the edge of the bridge. And this crack addict comes up to us and starts telling us his life story. He's like, hey, you want to crawl up on that
I think
bridge?
there's actually intelligent people that use crack though.
No.
I like really think.
Really think about it.
No, probably not.
There's intelligent people that use weed.
That's a different substance.
I know, but I'm just saying people
Dude.
can use drugs and be smart.
Dude, nah.
Okay.
Stephen Hawking shot.
Dude, shut
Sorry.
up, bro.
Stephen Hawking
That's why he's
shooting
like
up,
that.
bro.
That's dumb.
That's,
No.
that hits the spot.
Alt delete.
Actually, wait. Wait, no, he didn't do crack.
No, but
Who? I was about to say. I didn't do crack.
Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. No, he did cocaine.
Oh.
Jaden.
Well,
Dude, I
cocaine's
imagine
like
that dude would have done everything.
Probably.
Well,
he did the
cocaine-
fucking lemons and shit.
it's like a
LSD,
smart
acid.
people's drug, though. It's like what you see a bunch of businessmen use.
No, cocaine's a rich person's drug.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Because they're in
I was about to say maybe he's done crack, but I was like,
they're in
nah,
the
I don't
stock
think he did.
exchange.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
You said who was?
Bro,
I was
what
like,
you gonna
nah,
do
he
with the
didn't do
mic?
crack.
You just fucking ear raped the mic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright.
It's cool.
One more
If
news
they've
we got, Nick.
tolerated this much.
Yeah,
There
we
was
keep-
some more news. That's all I have is the
we
Doja
keep
Cat thing,
devolving.
Elon
Oh,
Musk.
yeah, I forgot. That's what started on. You were pissed off. You didn't get to see some titty.
Yeah, pretty much. The whole internet, not just me. Everyone was bamboozled.
Not just me. I want to stress it wasn't just me, guys.
It was many people.
Okay.
But I feel like the freaking deep web people are working on something.
Bro, her address got leaked.
Jesus.
Oh, I
Right
saw
up-
that.
yeah,
Dudes
after
are
it
pissed,
happened.
bro. They're about to jump her. Let me see your titties.
Didn't even know.
Somebody's gonna go plant a camera.
Did he?
They're gonna take her bruise.
They're gonna steal them,
They
bro.
just-
No, somebody's gonna plant a camera and they're gonna be like, "I give you the sauce that she refused."
I'll give you the sauce you refuse.
They're gonna use that recon drone from fucking Warzone.
Enemy UAV.
You're gonna get like the Merc thermal optic and just like,
Boo baby.
You just see like the hot spot.
feel like round.
What's some more news, man? I
Look
feel
at
like
the
there was
oranges.
A lot more that happened.
I think that's mostly it, man.
That's it.
Well,
Check real quick.
That's it, bro.
That's
the world
crazy.
is opening up again, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, Nick, I wrote in my
We forgot about
notes.
Yeah, you wrote something too.
Yeah,
I was like, we wrote some stuff in your
I
notes
wrote
box.
remind Nick to tell band that should have stayed together.
You already told.
Oh, yeah, we were talking last night about bands that should have been together. Who guessed Odd Future?
I did.
And then you guessed.
My first guess was Outcast.
Actually, my first guess was the London
Dude, wait. I said
Philharmonic
band,
Symphony.
and Jaden, you said LMFAO. That's who it is. I wish LMFAO
No,
was
I
back
said
together.
Odd Future.
He said Odd Future.
Oh, whatever.
And you said yes.
Look, he said Outkast as his guest.
Yeah.
That's a duo, but you consider them a band. LMFAO is also a duo. How come you don't consider them a band?
Wait.
They're both duos, Outkast and LMFAO.
Oh, okay. You're right.
He just doesn't like LMFAO.
Well,
I think that's what
Dude, if LMFAO came back together, that would.
You didn't
That would
answer
save
me
the-
if you were talking about the London Philharmonic Symphony.
Oh,
That is
no.
true.
They're a
never
really
heard
great
of them.
band, bro.
Not good enough for me to hear him.
Damn.
That's crazy.
You're narcissist,
I know that.
bro.
What's the other one? The Trans something.
Trans-Siberian
Trans-Siberian
Orchestra.
Orchestra. is a
Bro, they still
crazy
they
good
still
band.
together, bro.
They still like releasing bangers.
They hit you.
Wait, so LMFAO is the group that you wish would have stayed together?
I feel like their music was a little limiting just because, like, who wants to turn up 24/7 besides, like,
They made fun of that in Key and
heroin
Peele.
addicts? But,
You remember that?
No.
They made a Key and Peele episode where they're just like turning up.
They keep going to the same building.
Like they keep trying to escape. There's like they open a door and it's just another like hallway.
weren't Key and Peele in the music video? Oh, no.
Yeah,
There's,
that was them in the music
there's a
video.
guy that looked like him.
No, they dressed up like LMFAO. You've never seen that?
No.
Well,
We actually had a good conversation about music last night. That was pretty.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's all the news, bro. Oh, any new music y'all been listening to?
Music.
I've been listening to Pierre Bourne
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to come in?
and some of the internet.
I added that song you told me about, Dark Red by Steve Lacy.
It's good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
It's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that and also that indie playlist I sent you. I've been listening to a lot of indie music.
It was about time, bro. You've been sleeping on it for years.
It took me a while to get into like alternative and indie. Oh my god.
Yeah, ultimately. Wait, did y'all listen to Drake's new his release, the Darkland demo tapes?
I think I've only heard like one or two songs.
Yeah, you, bro, I
Is he ever
finished
gonna-
it. I started it.
The one with
Did you
Playboy and
release Get
Future.
Landed?
When's he gonna put out another like full length album?
Outside in the aging.
Like he's just been putting out B-sides lately.
They still slaps, bro.
Yeah, they do, but I want a full like album.
Bro, music is music, bro.
I want Nothing Was the Same part 2. Or
Oh, no, I did
What a
not.
time to
What
be
a Time to
alive.
Be Alive 2.
What hub?
What Tub?
Yeah.
Wallets.
Alright, there's talks that Lil Uzi also might drop
Oh,
another album.
Childish Gambino's album that dropped. I was low-key kind of disappointed. I remember I hit you up about that. I was like, dude, he dropped a new album. And
There's that one song, Sacrifice, that wasn't on it.
it's called, I think it's called like Human Sacrifice.
Human Sacrifice.
Though it was on the Google commercial.
Yeah. He's doing his dance.
You know, but that's dude, that album was like very disappointing to me. And like apparently rumors say that's his last one, or
I mean, he's going into film and stuff. He's doing good stuff there.
his music though. He's really good music artist.
I mean, there's artists that don't want to be limited to one art form.
Yeah,
you
That's
know?
true. That is true.
Think about how he feels.
Hating ass.
Have you seen Community?
Oh yeah,
They just put it on
a
Netflix.
reunion. Oh really? I might start watching, bro.
Yeah.
The cover is like
Allison
Ken
Bree's
Jeong
on it.
wearing like Napoleon's gear.
Oh, I thought they said Brie.
Allison
Larson.
Brie now.
It's almost the same name. Allison Brie Larson.
Dude is close.
What music you been listening to?
I haven't listened to music actually.
New music or music in general?
Just in the car, just like
No, I mean I don't drive
That
anywhere.
would slap.
static.
I literally don't drive anywhere. Like
Those engine noises slap, bro.
on the way here, Jaden, the radio was off.
Yeah, I recognize. But like whenever you're doing homework or just chilling, like you never just have your AirPods in. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I
I'm
just
actually
be,
hyped now 'cause I'm hungry.
I literally just be sitting.
we can jam out.
I listen to music. I mean like, actually no. When I take showers, I listen to music.
Okay.
But I just put it
I
on
listen to
shuffle.
podcasts when I shower.
Really?
But like
I listen to
like
podcasts
funny-
when I sleep.
Funny podcasts. I can't fall asleep to podcasts because like I try to listen too much to what they're saying and then I just focus. I have to fall asleep to like rain noises or something.
That has happened to me more recently, but when I first started listening to podcasts, it might have been because I didn't care as much back then. I was like, oh, whatever. It's
Let's
just
talk about what podcasts you've listened to.
Okay.
I've listened to
I have a.
I think some of the best I'm talking.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
shut
sorry.
your
Let me
ass
do
up.
what I
I'm
need
sorry.
You want to kick your ass off the fucking podcast again? man?
Again, last time was almost Valentine's Day. That one
to.
didn't
The
end well.
podcasts are, oh my god, can you shut up? It's
Can you let me do what I need to do?
like, oh, you fucking dyke. No, dude, but I think I've been watching a lot of comedy specials on Netflix and then watching their podcasts like Chris D'Elia and Bobby Lee and Bill Burr. Who else? Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn, dude.
sorry.
No, I've just been watching a lot of comedians on podcasts. And, they have,
Disagree
and Joe
with
Rogan.
You watch them on podcasts?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
loves
they
to
have.
watch
Dude, comedians are some of the most entertaining people that can like carry conversations and like they're funny.
Oh,
Dude. Chris D'Elia's Special No Pain I watched like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't even remember, dude.
There's one you should
Time
listen
is
to
just like flying by.
called
but-
Side Door by the Smithsonian. That
What's
one's
that?
pretty cool. They do like different
got-
episodes on interesting facts.
They got like
Oh, I've been watching a lot of Explained. It's a Netflix series
Oh,
by
yeah,
Vox, so
yeah,
they
yeah.
explain stuff. They
That
just
was
put one out on the coronavirus.
Gfuel has a podcast. I've been listening to this one podcast called Cosmic Kickback.
Ooh,
Really good,
bro.
dude. Really.
Cosmic Nickback.
Cosmic. Yeah, you call it whatever
there
you
was that
want.
episode of the Valentine's one, dude. This guy, dude, wouldn't shut the hell up. I don't know who he was.
He wouldn't stop by eating ass.
I know.
This
Bro.
dude said he would eat any ass, any size.
No, I'm talking about the dude. He just kept having side conversations. I was trying to listen to the
yeah.
ass eating, and then I just hear the. I want some tips and tricks.
You should talk to Nick on Cosmic Kickback. That dude.
Yeah, dude, we got to do a fourth wall episode where we have us call and we answer questions from ourselves.
From
We
ourselves.
pre-record like the call or something.
I am Puerto Rican, mother. I
Oh,
speak Spanish.
Oh yeah, we're watching the Howard Stern. Oh, you little cockfucker. Oh, shut up.
He talks to Barack Obama.
Like, hey, hello, Beetlejuice. Like, yeah, you little black
How
bitch.
you doing, sir?
You probably really thought that was Barack, bro.
I don't feel bad.
Have you seen that video? Yeah, he talks to Barack Obama. I thought I was gonna.
I don't
be
want
like
to say what an
something
idiot because
intellectual.
like he obviously is not.
I thought it was for real, dude. I was hyped. I was like, bro, this is gonna be some smart intellectual
Like,
conversation. And they start arguing like 15 seconds.
Well, take off your clothes, beat.
I've been. Oh wait, here's some news. Did you guys hear about the guy that played Jango Fett? Is apparently cast in Mandalorian season
They're gonna
2.
say he passed
Oh,
away.
he
Like, dude.
is.
So people are speculating that maybe he's playing Boba.
Wait,
Fett.
the one from the prequels, right? Who got cloned?
Yes.
Okay.
So technically,
Jango's the
so
purple.
Jango was blue, and he got freaking decapitated by Mace Windu in front of his son Boba Fett. And then Boba Fett, you know, so people are speculating that Boba Fett will pull up in the season 2 because of
She likes some fruits.
I would like one.
I'll toss one.
I like that plate. I'm good.
That's really
I'm
cool
waiting
plate.
for the burrito.
Wood plate.
I've never seen that.
We made it ourselves.
No, but yeah, so people are speculating that. I'm kind of I hope. I don't know. I feel like that might have been something better about this surprise. Imagine if you didn't know Boba Fett was pulling up. But then again, maybe he's not playing Boba Fett. But who else would he be playing?
I thought he was
A
dead.
regular dude. Maybe it could be a cameo, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, I thought Boba Fett was dead by that point.
Wait, is he playing someone else or he's playing Jango Fett?
Jango Fett's dead, so he can't be playing.
Is Boba Fett
Well, but
dead?
doesn't
Jango Fett was
Mandalorian
dead.
happen before?
Jango Fett was
Boba Fett's
cloned.
dead.
Yeah, but people want Boba Fett to come back because you saw him fall in the Snorlax pit, but people think he
lived.
survived.
Okay.
As a robot.
And this is
special.
post Empire, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's all done. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everything is.
Exactly. So people are speculating that he's still alive. They think. You remember that one episode where there was that one last shot where the girl was like thought to be dead, and then someone pulled up to like save her. People think that was Boba Fett, but I don't know. Do you remember?
No.
Oh, and it just like cut off.
Yeah, no one knows who that was, and it didn't resolve for the rest of the season. So people are speculating it. So I mean, I'm pretty sure. Who else would he be playing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe a mask.
Jar Jar Binks.
A brother, one of Boba Fett's brothers.
Easy's
maybe?
the way. What is it saying?
Wait, when is the second season coming out?
2021.
I think they actually said it's not going to be
Everything is
delayed.
getting pushed to 2021.
They said that this one's not going to be delayed. I just read something recent, like a day ago, where they said, Disney Plus is apparently saying that Mandalorian is actually will not be delayed.
Disney's fucking coming through with all the.
Bro, what
The
do y'all
black-
think about
the black blade,
Venom
bro.
2 coming soon? 2021.
I think
I'm a bit excited for it. Not like
I think Cletus
I'm not like
Cassidy's
an
hair
Avengers movie
is
excited for.
pretty
it.
stupid.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
pictures that Tom Hardy posted and like quickly like took down of the Venom? It was like Venom art or Venom poster, and like you
People
can see
screenshot.
Spider-Man in it. And he took it down like
You
immediately.
need to have Tobey Maguire pull up. It's like I can't see. The light's in the way.
I can't see.
Get out of the way, asshole.
Bro, I can't
There are
believe that
cars
was
in the
him.
way. And Eddie Brock's like, since that day, since Peter Parker yelled at me, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, I also started watching Solar Opposites, that Rick and Morty, not spin-off show, but it's the same creators, Justin Roiland.
right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's its own little sitcom thing, but like it's not. I'm not invested in it as much as Rick and Morty. Like I could stop watching it right now and not really care. It's kind of like something you put on while you're like cooking or whatever. It's just like just think of like it's cool. It's entertaining.
Yes.
It still has like the violence of like Rick and Morty.
One podcast I've been listening to recently has been called "Here's What You Do," and it's a very easy title, but it's pretty much
When your
just
girl
like,
cries, here's what you do.
It's pretty. Yeah, they have people like writing questions and they just answer them.
That's pretty cool.
But they're told because each of them, they feel like each of them are very different in their own kind of way. So like they say one of them is like a pessimist, one of them is like a nihilist, and one of them is a like an optimist. So they take three different.
Wait. Pessimism is like, oh, the worst outcome.
Negativity.
Optimism's
No, I
like,
think that's nihilist. Nihilists are like the ones that are like think nothing really matters.
Well, no, pessimistic though is like when you're also negative. Like, bro, why even so
Pessimistic and negative. Nihilist, it means you're very neutral about everything because nothing really matters.
Yeah.
And optimist means you look for the.
so like if a car breaks down, the optimist is like, oh, this is an experience for me to learn how to fix a tire. The other one's like, damn, bro, this sucks.
Like,
And
it's
then the other
one-
dude's
and the other
like,
one is whatever,
just
like,
waiting in
nothing
the car.
matters.
Just gotta fix it.
Nothing
Okay.
really matters.
done.
It's like, have you seen that?
So like kind of like stoicism, right?
Yeah.
Nihilist just sounds violent to me. I don't know.
Have you seen It's Always Sunny, the episode when they're on the boat?
Yeah, that was a good
Remember
one.
when he finds out that there's no, he believes that there's no God, and
It's
then
like, he will smite you.
he's like, nothing matters anymore.
Yeah, so that's an
That's what a nihilist would be.
Yeah.
okay.
So
All right.
that's what these three
That's
do,
cool.
Like, they answer questions.
All these
like,
different
from that point of
personality
view.
types.
Yeah, it's like three different perspectives, and they answer questions that people write into them.
That's pretty cool. Is it on Apple Podcasts?
Yeah,
It's everywhere, bro.
it's on Spotify also.
Do you listen to Ben Shapiro's podcast? 'Cause I know you're
No.
kind of into
Do
politics.
Y'all watch the.
I was sort of into Ben Shapiro until, as soon as like some what's the word, public figure who has like certain political views and stuff, like
disagrees with them.
not that disagrees, but when they like present their arguments in like a really childish and like unprofessional manner, it kind of makes me
not listen to them as much. Like someone like Jordan Peterson, he's very like well articulated and lets
He's
people
mature
speak.
and just, yeah.
And while I don't agree with 100% of the stuff he says, I like sit there and like respect it and
Great
understand
communicator.
it. Yeah, he's a psychologist.
Yeah.
He's a great dude. I'd
Him
love to
and-
have
him
him
and
on,
Sam
bro.
Harris.
We got to build our way up to have a guest like Jordan on. We got to start with Beetlejuice. Gotta start
What
with
do you mean? No, you start with Jordan Peterson, then go to Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is like the end.
We got to start with the flossing kid. I mean, he's probably just sitting at home doing nothing.
He's
Like,
like,
that dude fell off.
nobody likes you.
Like, look, I'm doing it.
Give me money.
Have him do it on the podcast.
His mom's.
Let's see it. Do the thing.
Then we got to kick him off just for fun. It's like, all right, get the hell out of
Here's
here.
what you do.
Oh, like
Yeah.
ski mask.
Sick him, Sam. Yeah. Dude, we got to make a list of like guests we would like to have, and then
Beetlejuice, bro.
The church of what's happening right now.
the what?
The church of what's.
Oh yeah, Joey. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Joey Diaz highlights, and dude, they'll do shrooms and start recording their podcast, and they just freak out. They're just like, bro, I'm sweating over here. You ever hear Joey Diaz laugh? It's like, sounds like a freaking frog man. It's weird.
Frogman.
Sounds like a witch.
You got like
Like
donkey.
he put a
brain.
curse on you or some shit.
Jaden, what do you dislike more, frogs or toads?
They both look the same, to be honest.
No, there's a big difference.
Well, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
one
one,
goes-
one can go underwater,
goes-
but they look very
the other goes-
Well,
similar.
both of them go underwater, but one's mainly meant for water. One is mainly
Dude, both amphibians can go underwater. Let me see. Wait, let me see.
The warts, bro.
The toads have the warts.
The frog's on the left, right?
Yeah.
You don't like the warts?
Yeah, it's the warts that are just weird. Cane toad, marsh frog.
You know there's psychedelic frogs out there. If you lick them, you can
Yeah,
start
they're
seeing.
like
How does that work?
poisonous, got
Yeah, they make
drugs.
fun of that in Futurama. There's like a TV channel called Hypnotoads.
Do they just naturally grow psychedelic like
Yeah,
elements on them, or is that like a defense mechanism, like
No.
a skunk?
they just naturally grow it.
That's
It's kind of like
crazy.
mushrooms.
Where do you
naturally
find
grow
those
psych-
toads?
They're really small, too.
I'm just interested.
Get a poison dart frog,
Bro, would you swallow
just
it?
lick it.
Dude, I wouldn't eat a live frog, bro. I have it jumping around in my stomach.
Shut
What?
it, shut it.
It looks like. It looks like beet.
It's
Bro.
gonna be on the thumbnail. This whole episode is just like a dumpster fire of topics, bro. Talk about MJ's nose, his nose hole.
The last dance.
I forgot we talked about that.
Yeah, it's been like two hours. Bro. I've built up.
Okay, guys. Actually, should we
Y'all have anything else
We
you'd
got
like
some
to?
burritos to get.
final thoughts from everybody going to the left?
Doja
On
Cat,
what? We talked about.
show us
other
the
things
files.
Okay, what do you got going on in your life, Nick? Tell us. Creative processes.
Creatively, I'm working on a little music, just trying it out. Playing games, watching movies, trying not to
Yeah, I got that
masturbate,
from
see
the
where it
game
happens.
again.
See what happens. I'm doing stuff.
All right.
Just
Josh?
trying to be low key about it.
Josh, what you got going on?
Might cop a camera finally. Was talking to Nick about it.
Like a DSLR.
No, I found a.
He's
found
going
a
mobile,
camera.
which is pretty much like the future of filmmaking, anyways.
It was like the DJI, the DJ or whatever.
DJI.
Oh, yeah.
I
Dude,
found one.
they make
model.
good drones too. If you have money, you get a drone.
The
The Mavic-
drones
the
are
Mavic Pro?
insane.
Dude,
And then the quality of the
you gotta
cameras
learn to
on them?
pilot those, dude. People freaking have like shots in movies where the drone will pull out and they'll reverse the shot and it looks just like a.
I saw
smooth
Casey Neistat.
continuous.
He did a review on the Mavic Pro 2, and he takes that shit far. Like the range on it is crazy.
You ever seen that video of a dude's drone whose battery dies in the midair
Oh, when
and he
runs to
jumps in
get
the
it?
river and grabs it at the last second?
Dude, I would do that.
Dude, yeah. Did you ever see when PewDiePie played Pokemon Go with his drone?
Yeah.
That was funny. You can do shit like that with it, bro. Be crazy. What about you, Jaden? You got anything going on?
Just been gaming
You
a
just-
lot.
just have a good time?
I've been trying to learn so you know I'm in computer science.
Mhm.
I've been trying to learn not really learn, but just get more familiarized with coding and programming. So I watch YouTube videos of dudes doing interviews and it's just crazy to see how advanced programming can get and what you can do with building algorithms and solving different things.
What do you want to do with your degree? Like make games or
Cybersecurity.
work for Google security?
Mhm.
Side things.
You gonna work for the NSA?
I don't know, maybe.
What'd you do if you get to the NSA and you find out like Santa Claus?
I'm
Santa
trying to go
Claus.
Air Force right now.
It's real.
I don't know if I'm trying to use my degree in the Air Force.
tabs
or
on
what
everyone.
I want to do.
He works with them. So you gotta get me to the house.
I hope so.
But yeah,
How was that?
That's pretty good.
it's pretty
What
interesting.
about you, Christian?
What about me?
All right, who asked? Thank you for no. I'm
Stop.
fine.
Fuck you.
Who?
You nihilist.
I just said-
You stoic cunt.
Yeah, I've been very. Oh, that's the other thing. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot into.
Let's clap for him. Let's clap.
Thank you.
Pleasant. Stoicism, fucking
Let him,
pretentious cunt.
let him finish. Okay, well, you're supposed to let him finish first, so I don't even know who to let finish.
No, it's okay. You could have said that, but you couldn't.
Go.
No,
Oh, wait, he could
Go,
talk
buddy,
about
go.
his, the comic.
Talk, buddy. Yeah, dude, promote the comic book. Holy shit.
Oh.
Wait, do you even want us to say? I can cut that out. Sorry.
No. Everybody can know by this point. I was gonna keep it hidden and then just have like a whole comic drop that was written by all of us and like has all this work put into it. But yeah. So for the past, I would say month or so, I've been working on a comic book that I've been writing. The vision that I have is gonna be very much more manga style and more Eastern oriented, but. Yeah, I have 4 arcs written so far with a lot of outlining that I've been doing, a lot of world building. I've had Nick able to help me with the character development, and Jaden help me with the plot. I'm always trying to take new ideas from new creative minds, so if you have any input, just, go ahead and hit me up at... You can tag my shit.
Yeah, link in the bio.
I also been working on a new mixtape coming out soon. I was going to keep it hidden, but everybody kind of figured it out. It's going to have Nick... I have him executive producing for me. He doesn't even know yet.
The fuck? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I want you to do
Just
that.
make me like a little.
Marco is gonna be our main artist on there. It's gonna feature
Finally, bro.
Is this
I've
the
been waiting
Marcana
for
tapes?
Marco, dog.
Marcana tapes. Yeah,
Oh, it's about
we're gonna have Jaden featuring on multiple tracks. Yeah,
That's gonna be his ad lib.
yeah, that's what I got going on. Stay tuned for the comic book. That's the most important one.
We're just out here making stuff, But yeah,
Sam
y'all,
showed up.
y'all want to go get some burritos?
Yeah.
All right. I
Okay.
say that we don't even sign off. We just kind of walk off and get burritos.
Yeah,
We'll
let's go.
come back with burritos and then sign off.
No,
That'd be
I
cool.
don't want to do all that.
That's like extra editing,
Yeah.
unnecessary.
He's like, no.
I mean, we could record something on a video on our phone, and then I could put that in the YouTube video. But
Well, whenever this comes out, probably like Thursday or Friday.
Or take a picture
Friday.
during this whole
Today we could
conversation.
release the Cosmic Company.
We could just
Yeah,
take.
yeah.
The street's been won.
What's
It's
that?
true.
Wait, how many
It's a,
viewers
it's a
do you have?
highlight.
Of what? Of the
How
different.
many viewers do we have?
What's the
Consistently like 20, 30.
It's a highlight of what?
Like listeners and watch of like the best moments.
On-
Josh's testicle stories on there.
Yes.
Crabman is
Ass
on there.
eating story. I'm
Your
sure.
crab man.
No. It's only from the first season, like the
Oh,
first
okay.
5 episodes.
The ass eating will come soon.
How long? Wait, how
Why did you
long?
wear the bandana?
how
I was
long
gonna
is
ask
each
you
season?
earlier.
Oh,
I told you to wear a bandana.
I found the bandana, and
You look like a biker.
Hey y'all.
I found the bandana,
Look like that.
and I was like, what did I do? I tied it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on, and then I couldn't get it to work, and I was just like, dude, I just want to go.
Wait, why a bandana?
just look nappy.
Because I don't want to like style my hair. My hair's all fucking long and shit.
Oh God, bro!
crazy,
If you guys are
bro.
listening, dude, this dude looks homeless over here. God, look like you've been lost at sea,
I
bro.
need it.
You know, you look like
Honestly, your hair looks the best out of all of us.
Yeah, I cut my hair yesterday.
With what?
Razor.
God,
What do you
damn,
think?
bro.
I was gonna
Yeah,
cut
freaking
my own hair
garden clip.
too.
Let me see. You got the fade?
you look like.
Hold on, let me see it. Let me see it from the back. Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Nut check.
Oh, that look good.
I shaved my head about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we got to get that full shave on Jay.
I had Stephanie. She wanted to cut my hair, so she just took like regular scissors and a comb and just like you could barely notice.
Yeah,
it was
I
a long
don't.
time ago. It was a long time
Shit
ago.
ass hair. Oh, okay.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
Stephanie.
I
she
thought you
needs
meant
to-
like yesterday.
Tell
like,
Stephanie
dude,
she step her fucking cut game up and her renegade game up, bro.
Renegade.
She listens.
I hope she does.
I think she only listened to the Valentine one because I was on it. And she saw my picture.
Well, tell her to listen because you're on it too.
Hmm?
So she can hear the renegade comment. Yeah, step your shit up, Stephanie.
I agree. I concur.
That came out more hostile than I meant. But
Just redo it. I know you can do better.
come on, bro. Come
Come
on,
on,
we gotta
bro.
get them renegade up.
Come on, bro.
If you drop a better renegade, Jaden will do a renegade.
Talk to it better.
It'll be
Bro.
like-
Ooh. Just don't do it like.
He'll be like, ching, chong.
Goddamn, bro. I've been getting Asian jokes all my life, even from my closest friends.
Yeah, I never do
It's because
Asian
you're
jokes.
ages.
I know. It's just like I hear it all the time, and it's just like, okay, come on, bro.
I do Asian jokes on Jaden like every 5 minutes.
Let's wrap this skank up.
Alright, let's wrap it up.
We'll be back
Wrap it
again
up,
next week. Weekly episodes because by next week we'll be fully done. Oh, camera just died. Whatever. We'll be fully done by with our finals and stuff this week. So we're gonna be back to weekly episodes. Who knows? We might drop a quick 2 in a week because we got so much free time currently. Once our classes are all done, we're gonna go get some burritos and hopefully we're gonna have some more more coherent, I guess, conversations on the next episode. Better topics instead of just like rambling on.
Well, we
But
talked about good stuff.
This is pretty fun though. Everybody, come back for next week for more. Make sure to subscribe,
I
follow
like
us
these conversations.
everywhere at Cosmic Kickback. We're Cosmic Kickback everywhere.
Go
YouTube.
check out Gfuel
Oh,
if you want to
shit.
get some great
Get
energy
that
drinks.
bubble
I
gum
love
that
how
just
long this
dropped.
outro's been. It's been like going for 20 minutes.
There's one episode where we tried to outro it like 4 times.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week, and we're gonna get some burritos.
Wait, how's the quick question? How's the sponsorship going with the Alamo Draft House?
Dude, don't ask me because I actually want to talk about something now because I forgot about it.
Wait, on camera?
They made Alamo Draft House made a an like app where you can do like on demand like streaming type stuff. It's called like Alamo at Home or something.
We still have streaming.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on the streaming episode. Okay. But yeah, thanks for everybody for listening. Make sure to follow us. Like, it helps out. And if you you know what? If you have any like suggestions, leave them down below or in the comments anywhere. Ask us
Do you have
questions.
any roasts?
Any advice?
Tell us if Jaden talked too much.
Any roasts?
Cut off people.
I counted actually about
Roast me.
12 times.
Call
I
me
cut off somebody.
misogynist.
Who, you?
Damn.
You, bro.
I cut off
Yeah,
somebody?
get this dude off the cast.
No, I'm just kidding, but that probably is an accurate number.
It's probably higher.
Yeah.
All right.
I lowballed it for you.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.